week long. Had our homecoming parade earlier in the day. It was a great parade, a lot of great entries. As we mentioned, we had an alumni volleyball game that just took place here a few minutes ago. Student body officers are down in the what you call it, the quad area behind us, that are cooking free hamburgers for everybody, North Sanpete included. They're having a good time. It's been a fun week. My hat's off to Teresa Thompson, Rob Fowles, the administration, also Becky Zook, who handles our student body government. They've all done such a good job. I think a lot of people will breathe and sleep a little easier tonight after it's all over with. But it's been a fun week.
It definitely has, and this is all part of our Snow College pregame show. Snow College, of course, the Horn School of Music is proud to offer the first 4-year degree in the history of Snow College, a Bachelor of Music degree in commercial music. Call 283-7472 and find out more, and you can go to snow.edu as well. Well, the two teams playing here tonight, the North Sanpete Hawks are the visitors, and the Hawks this season are 2-2. In their last game, they beat Carbon 55-15. In that football game, it was Spencer Applegarth with 2 rushing touchdowns. Also in the football game, Zach Lee accounted for 5 touchdowns. He rushed for 2 of those and threw for 3 others. So North Sanpete's offense seems to be coming around to try to match its defense.
They really have. I've been way impressed. And I knew coming into this year, Mike, that Spencer Applegarth was the real deal. He had a great year last year, and already he's at 661 yards on 79 carries. Almost 9 yards per touch when he's running the ball. He is something else to see. And as I was talking to the coaching staff from Delta, they understand that as well. They've tried to scheme a little bit to try and stop him. I was talking to Jason Thomas, defensive coordinator, and he says, you know, some of the best plays that Sanpete has had this year might have come off of busted plays. He is so good at avoiding the tackle. He'll go one way, you think you've got him bottled up, and he turns and goes the other way, and then he's got the speed to get the corner. They've really got to shut him down tonight, somehow keep him under control.
Well, the Delta Rabbits come into this game. They are 0-4 on the season. They've had some pretty good matchups. They lost to Millard 28-14. They lost to Emory 35-14. And last week, the Morgan Trojans beat Delta 42-12 in that football game. It was, just Spencer Larson. Touchdown runs of 34-14, 91, and 38. He was hard to stop.
We knew going up there as well. That's one of the tougher places in the state to play, is up at Morgan High School. And he really, Spencer Larson had a night on the Rabbits, just tough to bring down. Very similar as to what we're going to see here tonight. But Delta's feeling a little more relaxed. They're home. They've been on the road 3 out of 4 games. Tough to go on the road and play some of the competition they have. So we'll see what happens back in the friendly confines here. I'm not saying they got to play a near-perfect game, but they have got to play much better than they have. They got to eliminate mistakes and play a good game, and Sanpete might have to be off a little bit.
All right, it's going to be Delta for homecoming, hosting the North Sanpete Hawks here on our simulcast on CentraCom Channel 10 and Classy FM. We'll take a break on our Snow College pregame show. When we come back, we'll have interviews with both coaches. We'll be back right after this 2-minute timeout here on our Snow College pregame show.
When I was thinking about going back to school, I got pretty nervous, just knowing I had a young family and money was tight for us. As a mother, online courses were perfect for my busy schedule. One of the things that was huge for me was how affordable this program was. Without the online courses, I know I wouldn't be able to finish school or transfer to a major university. I will always be grateful for Snow College in helping me reach my goals and helping me set the pathway for my future.
Visit your Sanpete Valley Conoco in Moroni, where you'll find courteous service at the convenience store and the world-famous Sanpete barbecue turkey sandwiches. Sanpete Valley Conoco is the place for refreshing frazzles, irresistible treats, delicious pizza, and the only place to get the new Yo Cream. Yogurt, only creamier with lots of toppings, and the new Boba Bursts, a new experience in eating ice cream. They also serve all of Central Utah with bulk fuel, oil, and lube delivery, whether in the drum or bucket. Visit Sanpete Valley Conoco at the junction of highways in Moroni.
The Intermountain Power Service Corporation is proud to bring you this presentation. IPSC is a community-minded company that contributes to our local schools, community organizations, and economy. The Intermountain Power Project consistently ranks among the best of America's coal-based power plants in reliability, cost-effectiveness, and environmental responsibility. Intermountain Power Service Corporation strives for perfection and is honored to be actively involved with Delta, Millard, and Juab High Schools.
State Farm Insurance and Financial Services is your best choice for dependable insurance coverage and finance options. Local agent Danny Dykes in Moroni offers all types of insurance, as well as State Farm Financial Services, where you're able to finance your dreams through State Farm Bank. State Farm also offers the Pocket Agent app for smartphones and the new Drive Safe and Save discount. Visit your local State Farm Insurance and Financial Services office in Moroni. Phone 800-347-8601. That's 800-347-8601.
Welcome back to the Snow College pregame show. Snow College, top 10% in the nation. To find out more, go to snow.edu. I'm with head coach of the North Sanpete Hawks, Rick Wilson. Coach, thanks for joining us here on the pregame show.
You bet. Thanks for having me.
No problem, Coach. Tell us how the team's doing thus far in the season and what you like going into league play.
Well, I think that they're starting to believe more in all the things that we're trying to teach them. I think they're coming together more as a unit, trusting each other, trusting coaches. We're thin in a lot of areas, so some of the injuries hurt us. But we seem to recover pretty quickly, and hopefully we can keep people healthy and just keep going.
Who are some of the players that have been bitten by the injury bug? Where have you lost players at?
Well, probably the most severe, Tyler Jesse started for us last year, and we had him last week for about 3/4 of the game, and he just made such a huge difference in, helping out with the D-line, and he plays both end and, and the Hawk, we call him, but then he really twisted it again, so, it's kind of status unknown with him. And then Landon Glasgow was just kind of getting his legs and wheels under him, and got a little shoulder injury. So, but none of them seem to be ending. Just wait and see, play to tolerance type of stuff, for the most part.
All right, Coach, what do you know about this Delta Rabbit team, and what do you have to do to be able to win?
Well, I've watched them on film all week, several times, so it appears to me that at least in my opinion, they're not quite as religious in terms of the old triple option that they've been known for. They will throw different things at you now. I'm seeing what I haven't seen before, or maybe I just missed it, but I'm seeing a lot more loading up and blasting and things like that. And then there's always that they keep you honest. If you come up, play too hard, leave a guy alone, they'll throw the ball on you, or they'll sneak someone back on you. It's just same old thing. If you're not disciplined with a team like this, then you're going to get hurt.
All right, Coach, can you narrow it down to 3 keys for victory?
3 keys for victory. Number 1 is, it's typical in every game, but especially defensively in this game, is discipline. Assignment sound. On offense, our O-line seems to keep getting closer to being unified, and I think that's another one. And then probably the most important thing is, believing in themselves, and we've given up a lot of things that we kind of hurt ourselves more than we've been beat on anything. It's been, a big play here or there that we just had an error on. So, those are the things we've preached, and hopefully they sink in at some point, but these are young minds.
Well, Coach, as always, thanks a lot. We want to wish you the best of luck in the game.
Thank you.
Head coach Rick Wilson of the North Sanpete Hawks will send it back to the studios, back with more of the Snow College pregame show after this.
This sports broadcast is brought to you by Materia Natural Resources in Delta, Utah. Advocating education in our Millard County communities, Materian is the only source of high-quality beryllium in North America. Beryllium is used in your car, cable TV, and tablet. It's even used in your cell phone. Because of beryllium, you're connected with family, friends, classmates, social media, and the web. Materian offers a safe and successful sports season to all Millard County schools.
Terry R. Brothers in Excavating and TRB Rock Products offers aggregate products for any of your road construction needs, including road base and a selection of crushed rock products. TRB Rock Products also has landscaping products, topsoil, reject sand, and an eye-catching red landscaping rock. They also do commercial and residential construction, basements, water lines, sewer lines, septic tanks, and perk tests. Get a free estimate at 462-3954. TRB Rock Products, a proud supporter of North Sanpete Athletics.
Mountain Land Supply of Richfield is the Central Utah leader in plumbing, waterworks, turf, and ag irrigation. Mountain Land Supply features a beautiful showroom with brands you know and trust, like Moen, Delta, American Standard, Toto, Aquatic, LK, Growy, and more. They've also got what every farmer needs as a Valley distributor for all your agricultural supplies, from pivots and sprinklers to wheel lines and water troughs. Visit Mountain Land Supply Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. at 2104 South Red Hills Drive in Richfield. Have you heard? Central Valley Medical Center is now providing orthopedic surgery. That's right, Dr. Joel Holman is a full-time orthopedic surgeon practicing in Nephi. You no longer need to drive to the Wasatch Front for hip replacement, knee replacement, fracture care, hand surgery, and general orthopedic care. Dr. Holman completed a residency in general orthopedics and a fellowship in hand surgery at the U of U and sees patients in the Nephi Medical Clinic inside Central Valley Medical Center. Call 435-623-3633, 623-3633.
And welcome back to our Snow College pregame show. Snow College, of course, is ranked number 6 in the nation in graduation rates, according to CNN Money Magazine. Start your education at Snow College. Visit snow.edu. It's homecoming for the Delta Rabbits as they host the North Sanpete Hawks here in Delta, Utah. Mike Trina, Ken Nielsen along with you. We've got Ken on the field right now with the head coach of the Delta Rabbits. Let's send it down to him right now.
Thanks, Mike. Appreciate you throwing it down here. I'm with Coach Russ Fowles, head coach of Delta football. And first of all, Coach, we appreciate you taking just a minute out of your time here as you're getting ready for this. First game of the season, kind of what you look at, I would assume here. You're done with the preseason. I know there was some rough games there. You went on the road 3 out of 4 games. I'm sure you learned a bunch, but really, season starts tonight. I think you'd agree with that.
Oh, exactly. You know, Ken, we have a young team, and we got to get some experience, and that's what we did. We went out and we went on the road, which is kind of tough to play on, but I think we gained some valuable experience, and we got better every week. We got a lot of experience for those younger kids, and we're starting to get our senior leadership starting to really show. So I'm excited about tonight.
Well, first season game of the year, everybody starts 0-0. You get a win tonight, and you can kind of put the rest of that behind you and move on. It's going to be a short season now as far as you go through the region contest, but open up with North Sanpete here at home. I know you've looked at a lot of film. I know you know a lot about them. Applegarth, obviously they're featured back, but what can you tell us from your perspective?
Yeah, they're tough. We watched a lot of film, and they're big up front, and they got a good quarterback, and they got a good running back, and they got a good scheme. So we're just going to line up against them, and I think we got a good defensive scheme also and a good offensive scheme, and we just got to go out and just get the job done tonight. If we do that, I think individually, like we've talked with the kids about, I think we're going to come out and we're going to be happy with it. But, yeah, we definitely got our hands full. This is a good Sanpete team. Absolutely,
a good club. Health-wise, I think you're in pretty good shape. Nobody too dinged up coming into this one. Obviously, you've got some backs in the backfield that have got some quickness. I know you've relied quite a bit with Dallin Draper. He's a speedster. Rhett Schemmel has been key for you tonight. But obviously, with your offense, you want to keep the ball. You want to grind it out and control the game, I would assume.
We do. As long as we can keep them off the field, the better off we are. We can get a nice, good 8-minute drive every quarter. We're in pretty good shape. But we got to make plays. That's what it comes down to is we just got to make big plays. And as long as we do that, we're going to be all right.
And, one last thing, Coach. Homecoming week this week. And obviously this is the homecoming game tonight. And earlier today I was on a show here on Mid-Utah Radio, and we talked about how many coaches would probably agree with the statement that they hate homecoming because there's so many distractions. How hard is it to get kids focused on homecoming week?
We're talking about teenage minds out there, and we're trying to get them to stay focused as it is, and then you add all the mix of what's going on and all the fun. It's a fun time. It's an exciting time. If we can just make them understand that it's really about the football game, then I think we're okay, and I guess we'll see out here how well we've done at doing that. But yeah, it makes it tough. There's no question about it. There's a lot of stuff going on all day long today. They've been up with parades and competitions, but we've tried to tell them all week long, you know what, we have homecoming for the football game on Friday night at 7, and that's the only thing that really matters to them. So hopefully they've bought in and prepared themselves to play on a week that's really tough to keep your focus.
Well, Coach, we sure appreciate your time. You're always so cordial. You're good to work with. I've enjoyed working with you for many, many years. Wish you the absolute best of luck tonight.
Thanks, Ken. We appreciate it.
Once again, that's Coach Russ Fouts here on the Snow College pregame show. With that said, let's kick it back to our studios, and then we'll come back to Mike Traina here with play-by-play right after this.
The all-new truck of the year, the Chevrolet Colorado, has arrived at Drew Bay Chevrolet. Check out the all-new innovations in a mid-size truck, 305 horsepower and up to 26 miles per gallon highway. The best-in-class payload, towing, and the quietest ride on the road from any mid-size pickup. For the safest ride in a mid-size truck, look no further. High-strength steel frame, rolled form steel pickup box, 6 airbags, and new active security technology all combined to make your Chevrolet Colorado the right stuff. The Chevrolet Colorado at Drew Bay Chevrolet.
The mayor, city council, and residents in the cities of Mount Pleasant, Fairview, and Moroni wish the North Sanpete Hawks the best of luck this season. The entire community is proud to support North Sanpete High School in preparing the future leaders of Sanpete County. They're committed to ensuring that area youth are provided the best opportunities to learn the important lessons of life through academics and athletic competition. Good luck to the players, coaches, faculty, staff, and student body from the cities of Fairview, Moroni, and Mount Pleasant.
The type of medical care you receive shouldn't depend on where you live. People in rural towns should receive high-quality medicine just like those in big cities. Delta Community Medical Center and Fillmore Community Medical Center both provide the same quality care and advanced technology you'd receive if you drove to the city. What they do well. Intermountain's Fillmore Community Medical Center and Delta Community Medical Center. Healing for life.
MKJ Construction has been serving central Utah and the surrounding area for over 30 years. Whether you have a project as large as a new road or water line or as intricate as a decorative landscape feature, we have the experience and equipment to complete any size project. We also deliver sand, gravel, road base, topsoil, and landscaping boulders. Call MKJ Construction at 427-9299, 427-9299, and see what we can do for you.
Welcome back once again here on the Snow College pregame show. Mike Traina, Ken Nielsen alongside as the North Sanpete Hawks are taking on the Delta Rabbits here in homecoming game between these two clubs here in Delta High School. Let's take a look at some of the standings between these two schools. Well, the standings in the 3A North and South, that is. It's league play starting tonight, so these are all preseason records. Canyon View, Juab, and Manti in the 3A South. In there, Canyon View and Juab both 3-1. Manti and North Sanpete both 2-2. Richfield 1-3 and Delta 0-4. Any surprises in the preseason, Ken?
You know, Canyon View has really come on the last couple of years. Last year I was very impressed with them, but they're not surprising people this year like they were last year. Their quality, Juab, I wondered how they would be when Robbins left to graduation, but they have picked up right where he left off. They're a quality club. Obviously, Manti's always good. Manti, as the season goes on, they get better and better and better. So you look at those first 4 teams especially, my goodness, it's going to be a dogfight. Those are all quality teams. It's just, that's why I think if Delta were to upset Sanpete here tonight, boy, would that do wonders for them, because everybody else is going to beat up on each other as we go through the season. It's going to be interesting to see how all this shakes out in the end.
Definitely so. 3A North has Juan Diego and Morgan, both 3-1. Emory Union 2-2. Carbon 1-3. And Grantsville right now 0-4. Grantsville used to be such the powerhouse, and they've kind of dropped off over the last few years.
A little surprising. And I think Delta has Grantsville on the schedule a little bit later in the year in a non-league game. But if you look at that league right there, everybody's going to say, are you kidding me? Juan Diego's back. You know, last year they were up, playing up in a division. They've come back down, and they've picked up right where they left off. They're obviously the team to beat up north.
That they are. They just switched one Catholic school for the other. Judge Memorial goes out, and Juan Diego comes in. The rankings have Juan Diego ranked number 1. Juab ranked 2nd in the state. Morgan is 3rd. Canyon View comes in ranked number 4. And Union at number 5. A surprise that Manti's not in the mix up there?
both Manti and North Sanpete. I think both of those teams could easily slip in there at 4 or 5, to be honest with you. So I haven't seen Union play, so I hate to say they're not deserving, but in my opinion, Manti or Sanpete could be right there in that spot.
All right, we'll take another break here on our Snow College pregame show. When we come back, we'll have Ken's view on this game and some of his notes. We'll be back for that right after this here on CentraCom Channel 10 and Classy FM.
Stop in at Service Drug in Delta or Fillmore and take advantage of the summer specials going on with KitchenAid appliances. From now through September 30th, purchase a KitchenAid stand mixer and receive a free ice cream maker attachment, a $79 value. Or purchase a KitchenAid juicer and receive a $50 prepaid Visa card. Stop by today and start saving at Service Drug, where we're dedicated to your good health and good value. Service Drug, 215 West Main Street, Delta, 40 North Main Street, Fillmore. Experience service first at Service Drug in Delta and Fillmore.
When you're looking for the most exceptional value in an ATV side-by-side, look no further than your local Kimco dealer, Skyline Motorsports. John Lee and his crew at Skyline Motorsports know the area and the people living here and want to remain friends long after the deal is done. Plus, you don't want to spend another winter shoveling snow, do you? All Kimco side-by-sides can be fit with a snowplow. And Skyline Motorsports is your headquarters for small engine repair, ATVs, chainsaws, snowblowers, lawnmowers. Hey, if it's got a small engine, LeVar can fix it. Check it all out at Skyline Motorsports, south of Fairview on Highway 89.
The government and community leaders in Millard County today were molded into the people they have become by the experiences and opportunities during their high school years. The same stands true for the future leaders of Delta City. That's why the City Council and Mayor of Delta are thoroughly invested in providing opportunities for the students of Delta High School to assist them in reaching their potential. Delta City appreciates the opportunity to support Delta High School academics and this Delta Rabbit sports broadcast.
At Cache Valley Bank, we have an app for that. Hi, this is Shayna, and our new Cache Valley Bank app will let you view your accounts on the go. You'll also be able to search for branches or ATMs near you, transfer funds, view recent activity, and deposit checks, all with a touch of a button. And our checking accounts offer free debit cards, lower rates than our competitors, and no minimum balance. So when you check your balance on that new Cache Valley Bank app, all you'll see is green. Stop by today and meet our friendly staff in Ephraim, Mount Pleasant, and Fairview. Cache Valley Bank, a tradition of helping, member FDIC.
And welcome back to our Snow College pregame show. Snow College in the top 10% in the nation. Get a quality education that's affordable and fun at Snow College at snow.edu. Well, we're here at homecoming as the Delta Rapids are hosting the North Sanpete Hawks in high school football. One item of note we want to pass along to folks here in the area is the Great Basin Museum is having an open house for their new antique farm and sawmill building. That sounds like a lot of fun. It'll be held next Thursday, the 24th of September, from 5 to 8 p.m. behind the museum building. Now, there's going to have refreshments there, a cakewalk, square dancing, entertainment, some moonlighters, and it's all going to present, machinery is going to be presented by Grant Nielsen, Howard Clayton, and Gail Bunker. So don't miss the opportunity to see the great historical artifacts in the Millard County area at this Great Basin Museum having their open house coming up. That sounds like a lot of fun,
It
Ken.
should. They've done a lot of great work down on Main Street with the museums that are down there. A lot of great history to go see.
Well, they're going to present the colors here for homecoming. We'll send it back to the studios for a break and be back right after this.
At Level Pharmacy in Delta, health is wealth. Level Pharmacy offers drive-through service, delivery service, and compounding. Level Pharmacy isn't just a place to pick up your medications either. They have baby supplies, gifts and decorations, jewelry and purses, BYU ice cream, a soda fountain, Jackson Hole soda, candy, children's toys, a photo kiosk, and a wedding registry. Shop Level Pharmacy, where laughter is the best medicine, on Main Street in Delta.
With internet service from CentraCom, you get a fast, reliable connection to a world of information and inspiration. Just choose the bandwidth package that fits your needs and your budget. Every package delivers consistent speeds that bring the best of the web into your life. And we offer local, over-the-phone, technical, and professional IT support. It's why CentraCom is now our area's #1 internet provider. Add internet to your bundle and save. Call or visit CentraCom.com today.
How long has it been since you performed at your peak? Dr. Jordan Meekum at Peak Performance Chiropractic and Sports Rehab Center in Delta wants to help you reach your peak performance in everything you do. Whether it's at work, the golf course, the field, the hardwood, in the mountains, or maybe most importantly, playing with your kids, Dr. Meekum provides services for everything from back pain, headaches, shoulder, elbow, and wrist pain, foot and ankle injuries, and pain that comes with pregnancy. Visit PerformPeak.com to schedule your appointment today at Peak Performance in Delta or call 435-864-2000.
Terrell's Thriftway in Mount Pleasant is always working hard to be your neighborhood grocer. And with items like their famous ugly steaks, I mean, how can something so ugly going on the grill taste so good coming off? And their homemade salsa and cowboy caviar are a hit anywhere they're served. And in the bakery, you'll find Terrell's own roll and scone dough that will brighten up any get-together. Plus, Terrell's prides itself on its produce department, where the finest and fresh produce at great prices can always be found. Drop in today for the best in prices and friendly service. Your neighborhood grocer, Terrell's Thriftway in Mount Pleasant.
The medical care you receive shouldn't depend on where you live. People in rural towns should receive the same high-quality medicine as those in the big cities. You can rest assured that Sanpete Valley Hospital provides their patients with the same high-quality care and advanced technology you'd receive if you drove to the city. They provide many of the same services a large city hospital does, and they do it well, with a personal, hometown touch. Intermountain Sanpete Valley Hospital, healing for life.
For integrity, honesty, and technical expertise, think of Jones and DeMille Engineering. With offices in Richfield, Roosevelt, Price, and Manti, they're committed to servicing their clients with civil and structural engineering, construction management, surveys and GIS mapping, and material testing. They use state-of-the-art equipment to help you meet your budgets and deadlines. Visit jonesanddemille.com or find them on Facebook. Since 1982, Jones and DeMille Engineering, your infrastructure professionals.
Welcome back once again. Mike Train and Ken Nielsen with you. This broadcast of Delta and North Sanpete High School football is presented by Intermountain Power Service Corporation, Central Valley Medical Center, Materia Natural Resources, Mountain Land Supply, Service Drug of Delta, Delta Medical Center, Drew Bay Chevrolet, Delta City, Lovell Pharmacy, CentraCom Channel 10, Peak Performance, Snow College, Sunrise Engineering, as well as Sanpete Valley Conoco, State Farm Insurance Agent Danny Dykes of Moroni, Terry Brotherson Excavating, Central Valley Medical Center, the cities of Moroni, Fairview, Mount Pleasant, MKJ Construction, Skyline Motorsports, Cache Valley Bank, CentraCom Channel 10, Terrell's Marketplace, Beck's Home Furnishings, Sanpete Valley Hospital, Jones & DeMille Engineering, Ecolife, and Skyline Pharmacy. And our Hawk Offensive Player of the Game is brought to you by Cavalier Pizza, an 8-inch personal pan pizza and a drink to the Hawk Player of the Game offensively. Schedule a party or company meeting in their party room. Call 462-3388 to Cavalier Pizza just east of Terrell's Market in Mount Pleasant. And our Sanpete Valley Conoco Defensive Player of the Game for North Sanpete. Try their delicious barbecue turkey sandwiches. I just had one the other day. They are delicious. And stop by for a refreshing frazzle or top-notch jerky. Sanpete Valley Conoco gives a daily special to the Hawk Defensive Player of the Game. They're located at the Highway Junction in Moroni. Well, the captains will be going to the 50-yard line for the coin flip, Ken. And what are some of your thoughts about this game?
You know, a couple of things. First of all, when you're talking Delta, you talk about tradition. Delta football over the years has really just been stellar. In fact, if I'm not correct, this is their 92nd year of football over here.
Wow.
520 wins, 281 losses, and 24 ties. And here's some numbers that really jump out at you. 30 region championships, 52 playoff appearances, 9 state championships. They're 9-3 in state championship games. And they held the record of consecutive playoff appearances at 37. And of course, that went by the wayside here a couple of years ago. Now, granted, the 0-4 coming into this one here this evening. But it's a rivalry game. And you and I know, as well as anybody, you've called enough games that you can throw the records out when it comes to a rivalry game, especially between these two squads as far as Delta and North Sanpete is concerned. As I look back over the years, not that I've been around for all the games that they've played, but this is their 70th game that they have played between these two schools. That's right up there, top 5, at least this week, for rivalry games. Delta leads the series 55-12 and 2 ties. But if you're a Sanpete fan, you're feeling pretty good because North Sanpete has won the last 3. So rivalry games being said, this is one that could go either way. As I said in the pregame, Delta has got to play well. They've got to eliminate the mistakes, no turnovers. Assignments have got to be handled on every aspect. Every player on the field's got to know that. And you got to catch maybe Sanpete off a little bit on some things. If Delta can win the turnover battle, got a shot.
All right. North Sanpete will kick off to start off this game. They're wearing their white uniforms with red numerals, black helmets, black pants. And the Delta Rabbits in their home red with white numerals, white helmets, and red pants as well. And North Sanpete will be defending the goal to our right. 12 minutes on the clock for the first quarter of play. And Ken, any keys in this game? He kind of mentions a lot of the history there, but any keys in this game for either team to come up with a big win?
Well, once again, Applegarth, for North Sanpete. And don't forget Zach Lee, because you mentioned last week, I think he accounted for 5 touchdowns in that ball game. You can't let him get loose. I think he's thrown for 10 touchdowns. So they can do it either way, through the air or on the ground. And as far as Delta is concerned, back to that, grind it out on the ground. They've got to maintain, control the football. You've got to keep Sanpete's offense off the field, and then you've got to take 6, 7, 8 minutes off the clock when you have the ball.
All right, the Hawks will kick off, and doing the kicking duties is Taylor Lee, the 6'1", 165-pound senior. And here we go as he approaches the ball, boots it away from the 40-yard line. He's going to angle it to the left. It's going to hit the pads and bounce out, but be recovered and pulled back, and now run back to the 20-yard line, cuts back against the grain to the 25, and trying to fight his way free for a nice little run there is Bo Nielsen. And Nielsen gets to about the 25-yard line. He fought for some hard yards there. Is that Bo or is that not Bo? No. Is that 86 there, Kim?
Might have been. If it was 86, that was Brandon Cahoon, and I'm not sure on the number there. I'll get my glasses up and take a look.
You know, we're getting up there in age when we have to worry about
Well, you
our
see, I've got glasses
eyesight.
on my nose, and I got binoculars sitting here to the side of me, so we'll go back and forth.
All right, first down and 10. The Delta Rabbits will have it. They'll mark it officially on the right hash at about the 26-yard line. No score in this one. First offensive drive of the football game. A wide receiver goes out wide to the left side.
And already, Mike, I was just going to say, unconventional right there in the trips far side.
3 wide receivers left. One on the right, one goes in motion. There's the quarterback pitch to the running back to the 20-yard line, hits to the 30-yard line, 35-yard line, finally hit and tackled out of bounds. A nice little run that time by the Delta Rabbits. And that's
Dallin Draper. That's the sophomore coming in and already picks up big yardage.
Nice job there for the Delta Rabbits. They have a first down and 10 at the 40-yard line. About a 14-yard pickup on that one. So still on the right hash, the Rabbits will come up to the line. Quarterback Jack Dutson, the junior, with the 2 fullbacks and tailback wishbone formation. There's the snap, and handoff goes up the middle to the left side, and bursting free is the running back on the play. Nice move is Dallin Draper, and Draper gets all the way to the Hawk 40-yard line.
And you couldn't have scripted it any better for Delta. You get the sophomore, get the juices flowing. You'll see him. He runs hard. His dad is Brett Draper that played here for Coach Dean Fowles. It's been a few years ago, and he was one of the best that came through the program.
Wow. Definitely in the genes right there. At the Hawk 42-yard line officially is where they mark him. Inverted bone for the Delta Rabbits. Dutson under center, takes the snap, hands off to the tailback, goes to the left side. He is hit, and he is stopped. 3 or 4 Hawks there. I believe one of the first Hawks there was Kyler Swap.
That's Rhett Shamo. He is one of the up backs. He's the one that will get you the hard yardage up the middle. And you can see, North Sanpete, everybody stayed home on that one.
So no gain on the play. Second down and 10 for the Delta Rabbits at the North Sanpete 42-yard line. 11:03 left in the first quarter. No score. Your Intermountain Power Service Corporation score check. Dutson looks to the sideline to get the play. It's actually going to be run in by Trevor Burton.
Trevor Burton, another sophomore, and that's the one of the bright things here in this program is there's some young kids that are coming that are getting some pretty valuable experience this year.
Left side is Dakota Dutson as a wide receiver with 2 others. Riding is out there as a wide out as well. Trips to the left, 1 wide receiver to right, 1 back in the backfield. Back in motion, right to left, Shamo. There's Dutson. He's in trouble. He's going to get sacked on the play. And the ball does stay in. So good job by Dutson to hang on to that football. He had 3 big bodies on him. One of those Hawks was Trey Sorensen.
Absolutely, and nowhere to go there for Jack. That he did a good job just hanging on to it. They went with the trips to the far side, which is a little unusual for Delta, but Sanpete not fooled by it at all.
So that is going to be a loss of a couple on the play back at the 44-yard line, we'll call it. So a 3rd down and 12 for Delta right in the center of the field. As Dutson sends out Dakota to the left side as a wide receiver with Riding. Trips again to the left side. 1 wide receiver to the right, 1 back in the backfield. Dutson's going to drop back, roll to his left side, looking downfield, trying to buy some time, fires downfield, and incomplete. Had a receiver, but he threw it out of bounds. It was Dakota Dutson, but he could not make the catch.
That's first down territory if you can get it to him. He had a defender right there with him, and Jack just being very careful there as he rolls left side. But so promising was the drive, but now they'll kick it away.
So a punting situation for the Delta Rabbits. And we'll see what the call is here. Let's see. They do put Jack back as the punter.
Yep.
And so that is a dangerous, especially when you're on the Hawk side of the field for a fake. There's the snap, and he's going to punt it away, but the whistles are going to sound from the officials.
And that's too bad, Mike, because that was a nice high punt that landed at the 3.
Tough break there when you get a good punt from your kicker. And we're going to see what the penalty call is here. It looks like there's a foul on the play, and it's going to be illegal motion on the Delta Rabbits. Well, the Rabbits will play next against Juab next week. That'll be Friday the 26th, Delta at Juab. That'll also be here on Class EFM and CentraCom Channel 10. And the North Sanpete Hawks next game will be coming up as well. And they will be playing Manti at home for homecoming. Here's the snap, back for the punt, 5 yards deeper. Another beautiful punt by Jack Dudson. It's going to be fielded back at about the 5-yard line by Spencer Applegarth. Makes a move, makes one player miss, gets along the sideline. He's up to the 25-yard line, to the 30-yard line, to the 35. Now cuts back to the inside and gets close to the 40-yard line on a nice run back. One of the Rabbits in there was number 78 for the Rabbits, and that was, well, I don't know if 78 is there. Maybe it's Bodie Draper, senior. Maybe it's 79.
There you go. There's vintage Spencer Applegarth. I mean, if you're the coach, why not put him back there? You can see just how crafty he is. And that's too bad because that was a great punt by Jack Dudson. It hung long enough. Delta should have been there on the coverage.
I agree. 9:26 left in the first quarter. No score. Score check courtesy of Sanpete Valley Conoco. North Sanpete's quarterback is set to go. There's the snap. Zach Lee's going to hand it off left side. Spencer Applegarth has it, 45 to the 50-yard line, and finally brought down there by the Delta defense. Getting in on the tackle for the Rabbits that time was Brandon Atkinson, the sophomore. A lot of younger players on this team.
And I think Spencer Applegarth would be the first one to tell you, with all the success that he's had, those people up front just opened up a huge hole right there for him to run through.
Definitely did, and now they're just switching balls. I thought they were going to mark off a penalty there that I didn't see, but the Hawks will send out a wide receiver, Taylor Lee, to the left side, and another wide receiver to the right. Tight end comes to the left side as well. I formation in the backfield for the Hawks on this 2nd down and 1 from the 49-yard line. Their side of the 50. There's the handoff to the dive back up the middle, and he squirts free and bounces forward. Hayden Poulsen, the 6', 225-pound junior, gets the first down.
Wow, 5 yards just right off that left tackle. First down, and now as good as Delta's drive started, boom, here we go. Sanpete's just marching down the field.
No score in this one. North Sanpete into Delta territory for the first time. The Rabbits had a pretty decent first opening drive as they got into Hawk territory, but stalled out at about the 42. Hawks will come up to the line. They'll send out Taylor Lee to the right side. On the left side is number 84, Trent Seeley, who has a few big catches this year for touchdowns. Underneath center is Zach Lee, the quarterback. I-backs behind him. Drops back to pass, fires across the middle. Wide open, caught at the 30-yard line of Delta, and still on his feet, finally being taken down, finally brought down by the Rabbits. Jake Day, the sophomore, but a nice fine catch there in the middle of the field. I didn't catch the number. That could have been number 13.
That's exactly who it was.
Trey Sorensen?
Yep.
So to the 30-yard line for a first down. Boy, he was just wide open in the middle of the field, Ken.
Just ran right down the middle of the field and just turned around and sat down, and all he had to do is wait for the ball.
Too easy on that one. Someone missed an assignment that the defensive coordinator of the Rabbits is going to be talking to.
Absolutely.
Slot right, slot left. 4 wide receivers. In the shotgun now is Zach Lee with Applegarth on his left. Applegarth gets the call to the right side. He is met, and he is stopped. A great read by Brandon Atkinson, and he comes up and makes the tackle.
Great read, obviously, there by Atkinson. Minimal gain, but that's how Delta's got to play. They got to play disciplined football, and that's what it was right there.
So maybe a half yard on the carry is all for Spencer Applegarth. This time, Taylor Lee goes out to the right side with Trey Sorensen. Seeley to the left, and another wide receiver in the slot on the left. Set to go in the shotgun again is Zach Lee on this 2nd down and 9 at the Delta 29-yard line. Back to throw. Lee's going to fire down deep across the middle, has a receiver off his hands and picked off. Intercepted by Dakota Dudson. Dudson goes to the sideline and tackled at the 9-yard line. Our first turnover of the game, and that is a beauty.
And watching 20-some-odd years of Delta football, Mike, I always have a tendency to wonder why right there. You got one of the best backs in 3A behind you, giving the ball because you're marching the ball down the field. I know you're going for the home run early to try and kind of put a dagger in Delta's heart. But there's the turnover now. Delta survives. Let's see what happens if they can get out of their own end of the field now.
At the 10-yard line, first down and 10. Jack Dutson brings his Rabbits up to the line. Set to go. Inverted wishbone. There's the snap. And up goes to the left side, and it's going to be a nice gain to about the 20-yard line on that play.
That's just trying to get a number there, but boy, once again, lots of running room that time. Almost a first down. They're going to have a down to play with here on a second down and about a foot.
So second down and close to the first down marker for the Rabbits at the 19-yard line, 19 and a half we'll call it. Inverted bone. Riding is the fullback to the left, Shamo on the right. And there's the handoff to the tailback. He is met. He gets the first down, though, as he goes forward. Good stop by the Hawks there, but a nice running job there, and that's going to be number 42, Dallin Draper.
And so far, he's getting the bulk of the work tonight in the backfield. Young legs, and the thing I'm always concerned about is he takes a pretty good pounding. He's not one that'll avoid contact. He sees a linebacker coming, he'll take him head on. So if we can keep him healthy here, he can do some good things.
Dutson with three wide receivers on the right. He's going to roll out himself, and he's going to try to pitch it. Finally does to Draper, and Draper's going to get hit and tackled by Sorensen for a loss. That was a dangerous throw.
It really, really was. Delta's lucky that they didn't come away with a turnover right there, as Draper just kind of had to settle in and try and get it down as quick as he could because he knew the hit was coming.
That he did. A nice job there by the North Sanpete defense.
And I think that would have been a lateral, Mike, from where it was thrown.
Yeah, it went backwards, and it could have been a live ball there, but a great play by the North Sanpete Hawks. Here we go for the Rabbits again. They're second down and 13 to go. There's the snap, pitch out. Dutson goes to the left side of Draper, cuts upfield, gets hit and stopped by Sorensen again. And that's going to be about a gain of 5, though. Nice.
And I don't know if you can hear some of the coaches here in the box. They were hollering, stay outside. If he gets out around the block, I think Riding was out there, had his man pinned. If he'll go around that end, I think he could have picked up another 5 or 10 yards.
I agree. Now it's going to be a third down and 9 for the Delta Rabbits. And now the play comes in from the sideline, again being brought in by Trevor Burton. We'll see what the play is. They send out a wide receiver to the right side, which is Burton. 3 more to the left side. Dutson under center with the one back in the backfield. There's the snap. In trouble, rolls out to his right. He tries to fire it downfield. It's going to be incomplete. He's hit as he throws the ball. Good pressure that time by North Sanpete's Isaac Peterson.
And fortunate that there's not a flag thrown on the intentional grounding. He did have a receiver going down the middle of the field. The ball comes to the near hash mark, outside the hash mark actually, and I think what the official's saying, well, he got hit as he was releasing the ball, and that's why he doesn't get the flag.
So the Rabbits now in a punting situation on 4th down and 9. There's the snap back to Dutson. Boots it. A nice high kick angled away from the return man, Applegarth. It goes over his head. He lets it bounce, and he's going to get away from it wisely as the Rabbits are going to change the field position all the way to the Hawk 23.
And there's the bright spot once again. Jack Dutson can step back there and boot that. And that thing turned over, and even more fortunate for the Hawks, that thing checked up like a golfer getting the backspin. If that takes a bounce and heads towards the end zone, he maybe gets another 10, 15 yards out of it.
Definitely saw a beautiful punt by Dutson there. And now it's going to be 1st and 10 North Sanpete at their own 23-yard line. No score in this one. Your Central Valley Medical Center and State Farm Insurance agent Danny Dyke scored check. 4:39 left in the first quarter. No score here. Zach Lee at quarterback for the Hawks. Slot left, wide receiver to the right. And in motion goes Waylon Atkinson. There's the handoff to Applegarth. Goes to the right side. He's being strung out nicely. Nowhere to go. Cuts against the grain and tries to create some room. Does for about a yard, and that is all. But good pursuit by the Delta Rabbits. Tackle made by Bo Nielsen.
And that's what the Delta coaches were talking about. Some of the biggest plays have come on what you might call busted plays. You noticed he avoided 2, even 3 tacklers. Delta was good to come and make the tackle, but wow, was he hard to stop. And I would assume, Mike, I may be wrong, after the interception on the last drive, you're going to see a real strong dose of Spencer Applegarth on this drive.
So here we go. The North Sanpete Hawks, 4 minutes left here in the first quarter. It's going to be a 2nd down and 10 to go. Zach Lee is under center, I-backs behind him. Split wide receivers, hand off to the tailback. And he is going to get met and stopped, and this Delta defense looks tough.
Boy, they sure do. Right there, coming up, making a nice play. Brandon Atkinson again with some help from with some others.
So Atkinson makes the tackle again for the Delta Rabbits. So 3rd down for the North Sanpete Hawks. 3rd down and about 8 to go. 3:26 left here in the first quarter. No score. See what the Hawks are going to come up with here. As Delta's really got their number, the momentum has definitely switched. Taylor Lee out to the left side with Trey Sorensen. 2 wide receivers to the right. Applegarth alone back in the backfield. Backing up into the shotgun is Zach Lee. Takes the snap, drops back to pass. Looking up, he's going to throw one down deep. It's going to be incomplete. What a hit. As the ball got there was tipped, but a nice hit there by Bo Nielsen.
Bo's not afraid, not a real big kid, but he will lay the lick on you. That's a nice ball. It was like a dart, and just one of those plays as a receiver, you have to expose yourself to go up and make that catch, and he took a pretty good shot.
That he did. Now a punting situation for the North Sanpete Hawks as the Delta Rabbits have held. They got 2 men back to receive. Brandon Cahoon is back there to return it. And here's the punt away. A knuckleball kick that's going to bounce at the Delta 48-yard line, and it's going to die right about the 45-yard line. So a great opportunity for Delta right there.
Delta's going to have great field position here, and both drives have started out well for the Rabbits, and then they bogged down, had to kick it away. Let's see if they can't sustain something right here.
So the Rabbit offense will come back out on the field at the 45-yard line, 1st down and 10. Set to go, inverted wishbone. Jack Dutson, the quarterback, takes the snap, hands it off to the dive back to the right side, breaks through and gets to about the 50-yard line. And in tow with a grab on the jersey was Trey Sorensen. But what strong legs and the pulling by the running back, Dallin Draper.
He is fun to watch. As I mentioned, he goes as hard as anybody you see on the field and gets him a good start here with almost 5 on the carry.
So a nice run there. And now the Delta Rabbits going to pitch it out to the right side, cutting up the middle, and tripping and falling before he got a burst of speed was Dallin Draper. Tackled himself there, didn't he?
He did. I think he saw the green grass in front of him and just got going a little bit too forward of his upper body. Give credit to Reagan Riding, who came out and sealed the defender on this side to break Dallin open. And Delta's just, we've been waiting for this all year, Mike, that break, that option up the side for a touchdown, maybe tonight.
All right, here we go. The Delta Rabbits going to hand it off up the middle. Big hole, Riding breaks through. He's to the 25, 20, down to the 10. Touchdown, Delta.
And I'm just saying, we've been waiting for that one breakout for a touchdown. I was thinking maybe off the option, but this time right up the middle, and you just saw the speed of Reagan Riding. He can turn on the Jets.
6-0 Delta Rabbits lead on a beautiful touchdown run by Riding. Reagan Riding, the junior. Now the Rabbits will go for the extra point.
And they'll go for 2, Mike. They just don't ever kick it.
Inverted wishbone with Jack Dutson. Double tight. There's the snap. Pitch out to the right side, and Draper's going to get to the end zone for the 2-point conversion. 8-0 Delta. We'll send it back to the studios for a timeout. Delta leads the North Sanpete Hawks 8-0.
As temperatures become cooler outside, insects will be looking for someplace warmer to live, like inside your home. Spiders, ants, earwigs, and other bugs will take refuge in your kitchen, bathroom, bedrooms, and even closets. To protect your home, call EcoLife for a professional pest control barrier. EcoLife applies a smell-free, safe-for-the-environment product to ensure you and your family are bug-free. All services are guaranteed. To schedule EcoLife to rid your home of bugs, call 283-6002. EcoLife is a proud supporter of Central Utah High School sports.
Are you looking for comfort, quality, and reliability with your furniture, appliances, or electronics? That's exactly what you find at Beck's Home Furnishings in Mount Pleasant. Choose from a variety of Ashley furniture, Whirlpool and Maytag appliances, and quality electronics. So whether you're looking for a good night's sleep, relaxing in your favorite chair, having a pleasant family dinner, or getting the chores done, Beck's can help. Plus, Beck's has outstanding prices and special sales every week. Visit them today at 14 West Main in Mount Pleasant or online at shopbecks.com.
And welcome back. Mike Traina, Ken Nielsen with you as the Delta Rabbits rip off a big touchdown run by Reagan Riding.
Wow, how about that? In fact, how about these for numbers, Mike? 99 yards rushing already for the Rabbits here in this first quarter. That last drive, 55 yards in 3 plays.
And the kickoff is put into the end zone. No chance for Applegarth to return it. And this homecoming crowd is pretty excited.
They are. They've been waiting to see this all year long. And so good for them. A little something to cheer about here tonight on homecoming.
Well, good to have you along. Right now it's 8-0. Delta leads. 2:06 left here in the first quarter of play. And that, of course, is brought to you, that score check, by Materia Natural Resources and Mountain Land Supply. And ready to go with North Sanpete on offense. It's slot left and slot right. 4 wide receivers. Applegarth in the backfield. Snap back in the shotgun to Lee. Zach Lee's going to go deep on the right side, and it's going to be incomplete.
Nice job out there defending. Once again, Bo Nielsen, we've called his number a couple of times tonight. He was right stride for stride with the intended receiver, breaks it up at the last minute.
So North Sanpete now is 2nd down and 10 from their own 20-yard line. And this time, Rabbits are actually the Hawks are, I think they're just trying to come up with a winning combination here. They've been stunned. 2 wide receivers on the left. Out wide to the left is going to be Spencer Stedman. In the shotgun is Lee again. He's going to hand it off to Applegarth, almost fumbled the ball, and he's going to run to the right side on his feet. Takes a dodge to the 30, to the 40-yard line. He turns on the jets. He's going to go all the way to the 40, down to the 30 of Delta, to the 20, to the 10. Touchdown, North Sanpete, and they're a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. Wow.
How about that? On the handoff, it popped free. If you see it on the replay, it was up in the air. Spencer gathers it back
we
in.
Can help.
And
Skyline Pharmacy, we are pleased to introduce.
Like the Delta players, a couple of them just thought, wow, is the ball fumbled? Should I wait? And he just goes right through everybody.
That he does. He just makes one cut back and then turns on the jets, and he just takes off down the field to score the touchdown.
So as good as you're feeling about yourself going up 8-0, all of a sudden you give up an 80-yard run to Applegarth, and we're right back to within almost, 1 point if he kicks it through.
So looking for the extra point, Taylor Lee. There's the snap. The ball is down. The kick by Lee is on the way, and it is no good. So 8-6, Delta with the lead. We'll take a break here on Classy FM and CentraCom Channel 10, and we'll be right back right after this as the Delta Rabbits lead 8-6 over the North Sanpete Hawks.
You're busy, and we can help. At Skyline Pharmacy, we are pleased to introduce the first and only coordinated, once-a-month refill service in Sanpete County, the Skyline Medication Management Service. It is designed to help you maximize the positive benefits of your medication therapy, as well as save you time and money. Best of all, this service is free. By joining our program, we will automatically refill all of your maintenance medications on the same day, every month. Never worry about making multiple trips to the pharmacy ever again. Stop by today and ask about how we are continuing to help you take care of yourself and your family.
When I was thinking about going back to school, I got pretty nervous, just knowing I had a young family and money was tight for us. As a mother, online courses were perfect for my busy schedule. One of the things that was huge for me was how affordable this program was. Without the online courses, I know I wouldn't be able to finish school or transfer to a major university. I will always be grateful for Snow College in helping me reach my goals and helping me set the pathway for my future.
And welcome back. Mike Traina, Ken Nielsen alongside as the North Sanpete Hawks trail 8-6 after both teams have some pretty exciting touchdown runs. There's the kickoff by Lee. It's going to be fielded on that far side of the 11-yard line, being brought back to the near side and quickly tackled on the return is Jason Hatch as he tried to bring it back and was brought down by a couple of Hawks. One of those was Gavin Raymond. The other one was North Sanpete's Jake Wright.
So here we go now. Delta's got to see if they can answer right back after Applegarth reeled off the 80-yard touchdown run. And again, decent field position, their own 24. We'll see again if you'll see the ball in the hands of Nell and Draper, both him and Reagan Riding on the field together.
That they are. Jack Dutson under center. Takes the snap, now spins, hands it off to another back through, and he doesn't get much there. Good stop there by the North Sanpete Hawk defense. And that was a carry by Draper that didn't really get much.
Now everybody stayed home on that one. And you got to mix it up once in a while. You can't go outside. And up front, Sanpete pretty stout right there. Made the tackle, and it'll be 2nd down and 10. Delta's not built for the 3rd down and 10s, Mike, so they've really got to work on this down right here to make it manageable for 3rd down.
So set to go. 8-6 Delta leads. There's the snap, and the handoff goes up to Riding on the right side, and he trips and falls at the 27-yard line, and he wasn't happy with that.
No, because if he keeps his feet, there's a pretty good chance he's got the 1st down.
So 3rd down and 7 for the Delta Rabbits. They lead 8-6 over North Sanpete here in the first quarter with 40 seconds left. That score check a courtesy of Terry Brotherson Excavating and Central Valley Medical Center. To the right side, a wide receiver for the Rabbits is Ridge Peterson. 3 more to the left side, Riding in the middle of that. Dutson under center. Takes the snap, drops back to pass. Here comes the blitz, throws it across the middle. It's going to be caught and then dropped. Good defense there by Taylor Lee as Ridge Peterson couldn't hang on.
Yep, just a little slant. And the ball was a little bit high. It allowed the defender to come over the top and knock that one away.
Well, with the blitz on right there was number 84, Trent Seeley. And, boy, if Jack could have held on to that for another half second, he probably could have made a complete pass.
I agree.
So the Rabbits will have to punt this one away. There's the snap back to Dutson. Dutson's going to boot a high wobbly kick, not quite as good as the last one. Back at the 35-yard line, Applegarth fields it, dodges a tackler, tries to get to the sideline. Riding's going to track him down, and Riding's going to bring him down. And a flag on the play here on the near side.
Yep, this one's going to go back another 10 as they're going to flag one of the backs there for a block in the back.
So that's going to march the North Sanpete Hawks back after that play. Nice job by Riding to finally track him down on that play, though. Rabbits lead 8-6 on a touchdown and 2-point conversion. Draper had the 2-point conversion. Riding had the rushing touchdown. Spencer Applegarth has the 6 for the Hawks as he took off for a huge run himself.
And it's just been a game of field position. That's all there is to it. Delta's drive where they scored started on their own 45, just had to go the 55 yards. Dutson's done a nice job flipping the field with his punts.
10 seconds before the end of the quarter, 8-6 Delta leads. Zach Lee in the gun is going to do a quarterback draw. He runs up the middle. He's got some room. He's to the 40-yard line. Fumbles the football, and now jumping for it, players from both sides. The Rabbits say they have it. The Rabbits have the football. And the Hawks commit their 2nd turnover of the football game on a big fumble by Zach Lee, the quarterback.
And boy, was he putting on a show. He really just burst through the hole. He had the 1st down and a whole bunch more and was still going. And unfortunately for the Hawks, the ball pops free. And he almost got it back, but Delta was there waiting.
That they were. So 8-6, Rabbits with the lead. Last play of the first quarter coming up as we have 4 seconds left. Jack Dutson at quarterback, inverted wishbone. There's the snap, hands off to the dive back through, and that's Riding. Riding's off to the races. He's to the 20, to the 10. Touchdown, Delta. The Rabbits lead 14-6.
Reagan Riding once again, same play right up the middle. The first time he went for 42 yards. This one goes 49 yards on the score.
A great job there as we watch the instant replay on CentraCom Channel 10. Boy, he just got the handoff there, squirted up the middle, and just burst through. And no one could touch him as 3 Hawks were in chase, but about 10 yards back.
Deja vu. As if you saw that one on the first play that he got the touchdown. They were changing. I'll let you call this one, Mike.
Here's the play action rolling around as Dutson. He's going to look to the end zone, fire for the 2-point conversion. It's going to be missed and incomplete. So it'll be 14-6 in favor of the Delta Rabbits after that play. We'll be back in 1 minute. The Rabbits lead 14-6 over North Sanpete.
Visit your Sanpete Valley Conoco in Moroni, where you'll find courteous service at the convenience store and the world-famous Sanpete barbecue turkey sandwiches. Sanpete Valley Conoco is the place for refreshing frazzles, irresistible treats, delicious pizza, and the only place to get the new Yo Cream. Yogurts, only creamier with lots of toppings, and the new Boba Bursts, a new experience in eating ice cream. They also serve all of Central Utah with bulk fuel, oil, and lube delivery, whether in the drum or bucket. Visit Sanpete Valley Conoco at the junction of highways in Moroni.
The Intermountain Power Service Corporation is proud to bring you this presentation. IPSC is a community-minded company that contributes to our local schools, community organizations, and economy. The Intermountain Power Project consistently ranks among the best of America's coal-based power plants in reliability, cost-effectiveness, and environmental responsibility. Intermountain Power Service Corporation strives for perfection and is honored to be actively involved with Delta, Millard, and Juab High Schools.
And welcome back, Mike Train and Ken Nielsen. We've got some fireworks for homecoming.
Wow.
Here's the kickoff bouncing around. We'll let Ken finish his thought in a moment. Just covered up by North Sanpete at the 20. We've had 3 big touchdown runs in this game.
Absolutely, and I was just going to say, Mike, Delta comes into this game averaging about 13 points per ball game, and already they've got 14 in the first quarter. So I was also going to say before we went to the break, prior to this game, Coach Fowles was kind of alternating Reagan Riding and Dallin Draper at that two-back, that tailback position. They were bringing them in and out. And I had heard before the game that they were moving Reagan up to one of the up-backs. And I thought, well, that's more of a power back. I wonder how that'll go. What a great move, because already he's got 2 touchdown runs.
Definitely so. Great call by the coaching staff. That's why they have their jobs and we've got ours. 14-6, Delta leads North Sanpete with 2 wide receivers to the right side. Applegarth goes in the slot as a wideout. And 2 more to the left side. Zach Lee is under center here for North Sanpete, trailing in this game. Dropping back to pass as Lee's in trouble, gets hit after he throws. Going to be caught, though, for a first down at the 35-yard line. Still on his feet to the 40-yard line is Trey Sorensen. A nice reception there.
Wow, goes for 20 yards, and Applegarth throws a dart right on the money and then takes a really big hit after he let it go. You can see why he's got 10 touchdown passes on the year. The kid's got an arm.
That he does, and he stayed right in there, completed the pass after getting drilled by the Delta defender there. North Sanpete trails Delta by a score of 8-6 right now. Hawks first and 10, though, at their 40-yard line with 11:40 left here in the second quarter. 3 wide receivers make it 2 on the left, 2 on the right. Lee comes under center now. There's the snap, quick pass out, going to be tipped but caught by Spencer Applegarth. Trying to get to the outside, he's to the 45-yard line, and then grabbed around the helmet and tackled at about the 48-yard line. Nice job there by Spencer Applegarth.
I like the play call, Mike. You take Applegarth, move him out of the backfield, get him out in open space where he can get out and do some damage. Makes a nice catch, gets 8 yards for the Hawks. 44 yards now passing for Zach Lee. They've got 96 yards on the ground as well, so plenty of offense so far in this one.
Here we go. North Sanpete now, second down and about 2 to go in the shotgun is Lee. 4 wide receivers. He's going to take it himself to the left side. Has the first down. He's to the 45-40 of Delta. Still on his feet. Down the sideline to the 20. Down to the 15 to the 10. He's going to score. North Sanpete comes back with a rushing touchdown of their own.
52 yards. And boy, can the kid run. Kind of a 1-2 punch with Lee and Applegarth. As you watch him go through right here, just gets to that outside and is gone.
That he is. So what a run by Zach Lee as he just follows his backs and then heads down that sideline. And Hawks are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game up.
And who'd have thought this was going to be a shootout?
We didn't.
Nope.
So North Sanpete waiting for that 2-point conversion try. Here they go. And whistle sound. Flag flies on the play. Maybe they took too much time.
No, I think Delta got into the neutral zone. Yep.
Not sure if they do a play clock for the 2-point conversion, but they must.
Good question.
That would be for Doug Johnson, who's on the other side of the wall here from us, keeping stats.
But boy, does it make this 2-point conversion just that much easier. You take it from the 1.5-yard line now.
Zach Lee in the gun. Split wide receivers, back to throw. He's going to drop back. He's going to fire to the end zone. Caught! 2-point conversion, and we are tied here at 11:15 left in the second quarter at 14. We're going to send it back to the studios for a timeout as this game is all tied up here in Delta.
State Farm Insurance and Financial Services is your best choice for dependable insurance coverage and finance options. Local agent Danny Dykes in Moroni offers all types of insurance, as well as State Farm Financial Services, where you're able to finance your dreams through State Farm Bank. State Farm also offers the Pocket Agent app for smartphones and the new Drive Safe and Save discount. Visit your local State Farm Insurance and Financial Services office in Moroni. Phone 800-347-8601. That's 800-347-8601.
This sports broadcast is brought to you by Materia Natural Resources in Delta, Utah. Advocating education in our Millard County communities, Materian is the only source of high-quality beryllium in North America. Beryllium is used in your car, cable TV, and tablet. It's even used in your cell phone. Because of beryllium, you're connected with family, friends, classmates, social media, and the web. Materian offers a safe and successful sports season to all Millard County schools.
And welcome back. Mike Trina, Ken Nielsen alongside as the North Sanpete Hawks tie this football game up at 14 on a touchdown run by Zach Lee and a pass to Trent Seeley in the end zone for the 2-point conversion. There's the kickoff to the Rabbits at the 8-yard line, bringing it back up the middle and ducking his head is big number 44, Jason Hatch, the junior, and he's going to get to about the 25-yard line and tackled there by North Sanpete's Hayden Poulsen.
And you want to know how even this game is? 14-14 on the scoreboard. Rushing yards, though, Mike, tonight. Delta 151 and North Sanpete 148.
Wow. So right now, the Delta Rabbits with the football at their own 25-yard line. Neither defense really finding an answer to the offense right now. Jack Dutson fakes the handoff, changes direction, gets hit and taken down in the backfield. Oh, a sack by the North Sanpete Hawks. Did it come free?
I think it did.
No signal yet. The Hawks have it. Wow. That is a tough break. But the North Sanpete Hawks come up with a football on a fumble.
You know, Jack Dutson, he wanted to pitch the ball on that play, but there was a defender that jumped right in between he and his pitch man, keeps it himself, and then really took a lick.
That he did. Couldn't see on the instant replay who recovered that fumble or how it popped out as they were going away from the camera on that. But North Sanpete has it first and 10 at the 20-yard line. And here's a turnover. The Hawks have had 2 turnovers that cost them. Now Delta has their first.
I said in the pregame, Delta cannot turn the ball over, and Sanpete's got to make a few mistakes for Delta to win this one. It was going that way for a moment. Now here comes Sanpete the other way.
Double slot. 1 on each side, 4 wide receivers in all. Zach Lee in the shotgun, takes the snap, hands it off, no play action, throws downfield, caught wide open, Trey Sorensen to the 10-yard line, heads to the sideline, cuts upfield, touchdown, North Sanpete as Trey Sorensen gets into the end zone.
Wow, just like that. And again, boy, do I like Zach Lee's arm as he threw another dart right on the money, and then it was just sailing into the end zone.
Wide open again in the center of the field. Again, another missed assignment. We saw that earlier in the game where the Rabbits missed that, Ken.
Yep. And they're going to have to talk about that and make some adjustments at halftime, and I'm sure Coach Thomas will. But, yeah, they're just leaving the middle of the field wide open.
North Sanpete 20, Delta 14 right now. And the Hawks will set up for the extra point. Here we go out of the hold of Zach Lee. Taylor Lee will kick. There's the snap. The ball's down. Here comes the rush. Almost blocked it, and the kick gets up and through good. The North Sanpete Hawks lead 21-14 over the Delta Rabbits here in Delta, Utah. We'll send it back to the studios for a timeout and be back for the kickoff right after this.
Terry R. Brothers in Excavating and TRB Rock Products offers aggregate products for any of your road construction needs, including road base and a selection of crushed rock products. TRB Rock Products also has landscaping products, topsoil, reject sand, and an eye-catching red landscaping rock. They also do commercial and residential construction, basements, water lines, sewer lines, septic tanks, and perk tests. Get a free estimate at 462-3954. TRB Rock Products, a proud supporter of North Sanpete Athletics.
Mountain Land Supply of Richfield is the Central Utah leader in plumbing, waterworks, turf, and ag irrigation. Mountain Land Supply features a beautiful showroom with brands you know and trust, like Moen, Delta, American Standard, Toto, Aquatic, LK, Growy, and more. They've also got what every farmer needs as a Valley distributor for all your agricultural supplies, from pivots and sprinklers to wheel lines and water troughs. Visit Mountain Land Supply Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. at 2104 South Red Hills Drive in Richfield.
Here's the kickoff after that touchdown pass. There's the kickoff fielded at the 10-yard line, being brought back by the Delta Rabbits up the middle, and that's going to be, again, number 44, Jason Hatch, and he gets up to the 30-yard line this time. A better return than he had the last time, and the Rabbits will start off with pretty decent field position.
How about North Sanpete? In a minute and 39 seconds, Mike, they score 14 points and grab the lead here.
Wow. That's a quick change of events there. So the Delta Rabbits, we'll see if they can calm down here and just run some offensive plays to get some yardage and move this ball downfield. Inverted wishbone, Jack Dutson sends Shamo in motion, hands off to the tailback. He's going to get caught, and he's going to get wrapped up for a short gain is all. And it's going to be Draper who got the call on that one.
And again, people staying home for Sanpete right up the middle there as Draper picks up 3. And the thing Delta can't fall to right here, Mike, is saying, okay, we got to hit one big right here. All of a sudden we're down. No, stay with your game plan. It's a 21-14 game. Stay with what you're doing because it's been working.
So the Delta Rabbits up to the line again. Inverted bone. There's the snap. Handoff goes to the right side, and then wrapped up there in the hole is the running back on the play, Delta's Dallin Draper.
And he's one tackle away from breaking that one. There was, if he could have got through the initial line right there, they had plenty of room ahead of him. Nice job by the people up front on that left side.
21-14 our score, 9:50 left of the second quarter. Your score check brought to you by Service Drug of Delta and Delta Medical Center. North Sanpete leading Delta by a touchdown here. Rabbits now, 3 wide receivers left, 1 on the right. In motion goes Shamo. There's Dutson with a pitch out to the right side. Draper looking to get to the line. He is hit and tackled in the backfield for a loss. What a great defensive play there. Was that Seeley again?
I think it was. Delta sent Shamo in motion to that side to provide the block. As we went around that right side, you're running to the short side of the field, so you kind of compress that area. Too many white jerseys there to run through.
So that'll bring up a 4th down for Delta. 4th down and about 5 to go for the Rabbits as they trail 21-14 to the North Sanpete Hawks here for their homecoming. Jack Dutson back to punt it away. Gets a low snap, but boots it away. A line drive kick. Going to get a bounce on this one away from Applegarth. Applegarth is going to pick it up at the 23-yard line, makes a move, gets to the outside, and then gets to the 30-yard line, still on his feet, and finally tackled there by the Delta punt team. Finally tackled on the play by Delta's Trevor Burton.
Nice job by the sophomore coming down, making the tackle. And there's the difference between Applegarth and a lot of players you'll see in high school football. A lot of players on a low-line driver like that one will run away from it, stay away from it, so as to not to make a mistake. Not Applegarth. He says, I'll take it, picks it up, gets positive yardage out of it.
That he does. So the North Sanpete Hawks will start off 1st down and 10, leading 21-14 over the Delta Rabbits. They have the ball at their own. They're going to mark that about the 33.
Looks like it.
21-14, Hawks with the lead. Your MKJ Construction in Mount Pleasant, Fairview, and Moroni score check. Zach Lee back to pass, throws across the middle again, and Sorensen a one-handed try at the catch, and he can't come up with it as it falls incomplete.
I was just going to say, Mike, before this play started, Sanpete has found something they really like, and that's that pass right over the middle, kind of down the seam. It's been open all night. That one just a little bit too big for the receiver.
So it'll be 2nd down and 10 for the North Sanpete Hawks. And coming up to the line, North Sanpete at their own 33-yard line. 2 wide receivers out to the left side. Taylor Lee out wide. Here on the near side, out wide is Spencer Stedman. In the gun is Zach Lee, senior quarterback, with Applegarth to his left. Takes the snap. Rolls to his left. He's in trouble. He's going to get a hit. He's going to get away from the sack, but 2 more Delta Rabbits come up to finish him off. What great penetration by the defense of the Delta Rabbits.
Great job by all parties involved there, as it looked like Lee was going to step through the first 2 tackles, but then here came the help, and that's going to be a loss of 2, almost 3 yards.
So that'll bring up a 3rd down and 13 for the North Sanpete Hawks. And even though the Delta offense hasn't hit all cylinders, it looks like the defense is starting to come together a bit.
Just when they needed them to come. As Sanpete reeled off 2 consecutive touchdowns to jump to this lead. They definitely need a big stop right here. And again, look for the receivers running down the middle.
Lee in the shotgun, 4 wide receivers, back to pass. Here comes the blitz, picked up, thrown downfield, has a receiver caught for a first down at the 50-yard line, to the 40-yard line of Delta. Breaking a tackle, squirting to the outside of the 20-yard line to the 10, turning on the Jets, and getting in for the touchdown is Taylor Lee.
Are you kidding me? You knew it was coming. That's 70 yards. And I'm so impressed once again, Mike, with Zach Lee. I other than the tip ball, the interception in the first quarter, he hasn't thrown a bad ball.
Wow. The North Sanpete Hawks lead 27-14 over the Delta Rabbits right now on that big 68-yard touchdown pass. I'm not sure officially what it was.
I had him right at 70. I think it came from the 30 after the 3-yard loss.
You're right. 8:16 left here in the second quarter. 27-14, extra point by Lee, who caught the touchdown pass. He boots it up, and he splits the uprights good. North Sanpete 28, Delta 14. We're going to send it back to the studios for a timeout. We'll be back for more high school football from Delta, Utah next.
Have you heard? Central Valley Medical Center is now providing orthopedic surgery. That's right, Dr. Joel Holman is a full-time orthopedic surgeon practicing in Nephi. You no longer need to drive to the Wasatch Front for hip replacement, knee replacement, fracture care, hand surgery, and general orthopedic care. Dr. Holman completed a residency in general orthopedics and a fellowship in hand surgery at the U of U and sees patients in the Nephi Medical Clinic inside Central Valley Medical Center. Call 435-623-3633, 623-3633.
The all-new truck of the year, the Chevrolet Colorado, has arrived at Drew Bay Chevrolet. Check out the all-new innovations in a mid-size truck, 305 horsepower and up to 26 miles per gallon highway. The best-in-class payload, towing, and the quietest ride on the road from any mid-size pickup. For the safest ride in a mid-size truck, look no further. High-strength steel frame, rolled form steel pickup box, 6 airbags, and new active security technology all combined to make your Chevrolet Colorado the right stuff. The Chevrolet Colorado at Drew Bay Chevrolet.
And welcome back once again. The North Sanpete Hawks lead 28-14. There's a chip shot into no man's land on the left side of the field of the 20-yard line. It's going to bounce a few times. Picked up by Delta. They're going to bring it back to the near side here, and this could be disaster for North Sanpete. If he can get around the corner, he's to the 20-yard line, and then finally tackled at the 25 and a flag on the play near where the tackle was made, but a nice return to the near side by Trevor Burton.
How about Trevor Burton? Just showing no fear there. That ball took forever to get to him. As you said, it just kind of landed out in no man's land, picks it up, and then comes. He must have run 50, 60 yards to get to the 25. Wow, a holding right here on the end of it. Didn't see that.
Neither did I. North Sanpete leads 28-14 over Delta here in the second quarter, and that's going to march the Rabbits back.
Boy, and the coach is not happy with that call. They really gave the official here on the near side an earful. Haven't seen a lot of flags tonight.
No, we haven't. They've kind of let them play.
Yeah.
Well, there hasn't been a lot of tackling with the way the running backs have been running.
That's true. About the only call they've made so far tonight is the one where they put both hands in the air for a touchdown.
Yeah, definitely. All right, here we go. The Delta Rabbits, first down and 10. And their own 12-yard line. There's a handoff to the left side, and Riding's going to be tackled on the play at about the 16-yard line. So Riding picks up about 3, so it's going to be a second down and about 7 for the Delta Rabbits.
Here's some numbers for you, Mike. Delta now 160 yards rushing, by far their best half of the season. And for Sanpete, they've got 145 yards rushing, but tack on another 136 through the air.
Wow. That's your Skyline Motorsports and Cache Valley Bank stat check there with Ken. There's a handoff up the middle for the Rabbits. And to the 20-yard line is Dutson. Or check that. That was Dallin Draper.
Give him about 4, I believe, on the carry. And again, Delta, they really need a first down or 2 here. See if they can't get out from shadow of their goalposts here.
So a timeout on the field. We'll take one as well. 7:09 left in the second quarter. 28-14. North Sanpete with the lead over the Delta Rabbits. We'll be back right after this timeout here on Classy FM and CentraCom Channel 10.
The mayor, city council, and residents in the cities of Mount Pleasant, Fairview, and Moroni wish the North Sanpete Hawks the best of luck this season. The entire community is proud to support North Sanpete High School in preparing the future leaders of Sanpete County. They're committed to ensuring that area youth are provided the best opportunities to learn the important lessons of life through academics and athletic competition. Good luck to the players, coaches, faculty, staff, and student body from the cities of Fairview, Moroni, and Mount Pleasant.
The type of medical care you receive shouldn't depend on where you live. People in rural towns should receive high-quality medicine just like those in big cities. Delta Community Medical Center and Fillmore Community Medical Center both provide the same quality care and advanced technology you'd receive if you drove to the city. What they do well. Intermountain's Fillmore Community Medical Center and Delta Community Medical Center. Healing for life.
Welcome back once again here on Classy FM and CentraCom Channel 10. It's our simulcast. The North Sanpete Hawks and Delta Rabbits are going at it for the Rabbit homecoming. Right now the Rabbits, after the timeout, will have some backs in the backfield, an inverted wishbone handoff up the middle and getting hit quickly, but a nice gain on the play by the Delta running back, Dallin Draper.
Looks like he's going to get 4. He needed 3. Gets the first down real quick. Mike, here's a couple of scores for you to pass along. At the end of the first quarter, Juab leads Richfield 14-0. And in a delay over in Gunnison, the lights are out, they say. 7:30 to go in the second quarter. 7-0 North Summit over Gunnison.
Here's the snap for the Rabbits on this first down and 10, squirting to the outside. A nice move to the 30-yard line. Tackle made by Trent Seeley. But a nice run that time by the running back for the Rabbits, Dallin Draper.
Yep, got to the outside, then stepped back inside for an additional 1 or 2 yards. And this is what Delta likes. If they can get 4 or 5 yards on every carry, they'll take that.
So now the Delta Rabbits will be at the 30-yard line. Trying to get back into this one. They're only down by 2 scores right now. Set to go is Dutson. He's going to hand it off to the right side. Nice head of steam for Dallin Draper. He's close to the first down. They may give it to him depending on the spot here.
Once again, love how hard Dallin Draper runs and then wraps up the ball at the end.
Great job. Short of the first down just by a little bit. 3rd and inches for the Delta Rabbits.
Big play here for the Rabbits. They need another set of downs.
There's the snap. Handoff goes up the middle, and I believe they got it across the 35 to the 36-yard line for the running back that time.
Reagan Riding getting the tough yards right there for the Rabbits. Delta would feel real good about themselves, Mike, if they could even go into the half down just the 1 score. But still, plenty of green grass ahead of them.
Here we go. Delta Rabbits, first down and 10 at their own 36-yard line. There's the snap, and handoff goes up the middle. North Sanpete all over it with a stop. Again, Seeley is in there, but I believe one of the first Hawks there. I couldn't get quite a number on him. 66 for North Sanpete. That was Tristan Fell.
The play was designed to go off that left tackle, and nothing there, so Rhett Schammel bounced it out and got what he could, 3 yards around the left.
So the Rabbits will come up to the line again, trailing 28-14. Jack Dudson, quarterback, takes the snap, pulls it out, pitches to the back, in the backfield, down the sideline, gets across the 40 and dives forward before he goes out of bounds. Dallin Draper, and he gets to about the 45-yard line, just 2 yards shy of the first down.
You know, he's learning the game on the fly here, understands it so well, stayed in bounds, and then dove ahead for whatever yardage he could get. He's going to be fun to watch for the next couple of years.
And he will. This Rabbit team, very young, getting a lot of experience here for the future, for sure. 45-yard line. Short of the first down, 3rd and 2 for the Rabbits. Jack Dudson at quarterback, and they got the Hawks to jump, so there's an easy first down.
And Delta will do that on occasion. I'm surprised Sanpete bid on that. They've seen that a lot. in the 70 games that Delta and Sanpete have played, you've seen that call come quite often. That's a big one right there. It keeps the drive alive.
So 1st down and 10 for the Delta Rabbits. And it looks like Jack Dutson at the 50-yard line will stay under center with 2 fullbacks and a tailback, the inverted bone. 5:10 left in the first half, 28-14 North Sanpete with the lead. There's the snap, handoff to the Draper, the tailback. He breaks a tackle to the 40-yard line for a 1st down. That was a fun run.
Got to love the effort once again there by Dallin Draper. And if you notice, Mike, he's doing that against 10 men in the box. Sanpete is really loading up within that kind of that 5-yard box. They're just daring Delta to throw the ball, and Delta has not completed a pass yet, so they're saying, okay, run on us if you can, and Dallin Draper did right there. Give credit to those people up front one more time.
Set to go, the Delta Rabbits. There's another handoff to the left side, keeping it on the ground, and they're pushing this Hawk line back to the 35-yard line.
Rhett Chamo, once again, with the hard yards, gets him 5.
Good job as he pulls players along, and you know, the North Sanpete defense isn't tackling them and pushing them back. They're tackling and falling backwards. That's the power of these running backs driving into them.
How about this? 203 yards rushing now for Delta.
Dutson's going to hand it off again. Met and stopped at the line by that North Sanpete defense. So they win one there, but the Rabbits have won like 5 in a row. Again, Seeley was in there. Also in there for the North Sanpete Hawks was Isaac Peterson, the 6'1", 225-pound junior.
Great job by Isaac Peterson as he just stepped up, filled the hole, and Delta might have even lost a little bit on the play.
Yeah, they did. About a half yard.
Delta's been running off that left side behind that tackle, Bodie Draper. He is got a lot of size up there for the Rabbits. Also, Daxton Anderson on that left side. They've had some success. Let's see where they go here on the 3rd down.
Jack Dutson on this 3rd down and 6 pitches out to Riding. Riding in trouble in the backfield, and Trace Hornson can't catch him. Riding gets to the sideline and tries to dive forward. Gets a lot of that lost yardage back, but he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage if he did.
Once again, the defense jumping that little rollout and the pitch. There's just nowhere to go with the pitch. In fact, Riding had to go back so far that Delta was fortunate they didn't lose about 10 or 15 on the play.
Yeah, Riding did a fine job to get him back to manageable.
And Russ Fowles is a gambling man. I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't go for it here on the 4th down and a little more than 5.
Sanpete Valley Hospital and Beck's Home Furnishings bringing you this broadcast. It's 28-14. North Sanpete leads Delta. 3 minutes left in the 2nd quarter of play. Coming up, we'll have our Cavalier Pizza Offensive Player of the Game for the Hawks and get their pizza and salad bar over there as well. Delta, Jack Dutson takes the snap, pitches out to the left side, trying to get to the corner is Draper. Draper is tracked down for a hit behind the line. Tackle for a loss by Trey Sorensen, the 6'2", 195-pound senior.
How about Sorensen? He read that perfectly, came out, made the tackle, and Delta's going to turn the ball over on downs. And with 2:43 to go here in the first half, plenty of time for North Sanpete the way they've got their offense rolling now.
Yeah, they do. They lead by 2 touchdowns here. The Delta defense last series, though, Ken, they played very tough. We'll also have our Sanpete Valley Conoco Defensive Player of the Game serving delicious pizza, treats, and drinks. That's Mike and Jan appreciating the staff and, of course, their patrons at Sanpete Valley Conoco at the junction of the highways in Moroni.
And, you know, Mike, Delta has almost run twice as many offensive plays as North Sanpete, yet they trail 28-14. Tells you a little bit about how quick Sanpete can strike.
That pass attack from Zach Lee and his receivers. Yeah. So the North Sanpete Hawks 1st down and 10 at their 37-yard line. Lee in the shotgun with 4 wide receivers. This one's being blown dead.
Receivers jumped a little early here on the near side.
So that'll march the Hawks 5 yards deeper for a 1st down and 15. Coming up, we'll have our halftime show. And Ken and I will talk about our halftime stats. Halftime is brought to you by New Charter University, a fully accredited university all online, the flagship of innovative education. NCU is a great option for busy professionals and those who do not live near a campus. And you can find out more at neu.edu.
New sponsor, it sounds like.
Yes, our halftime sponsor just came on today. So the North Sanpete Hawks, 1st and 15. Zach Lee back to pass, looking to his left, throwing deep downfield to his left, has a receiver. It's going to be bobbled and dropped by Spencer Applegarth. He had that one, and it was going to be for a big play, but he dropped it.
Yeah, Brandon Atkinson was running with him right down the seam, and Delta lucky they dodged a bullet right there because that ball looked like it was pretty close to being on the money. Ooh.
And just falls incomplete. So now it's going to be a 2nd down and 15 for the North Sanpete Hawks. Yeah, 2nd down and looks like it's about 15.
Yep.
2:37 left here before the halftime break. 3 wide receivers left. There's the snap. Back to pass. Lee again fires out. Little dump shot. Oh, and hammered is Spencer Applegarth. That was a major league hit, a college hit right there. Who was that?
I believe, was it Ridge Peterson that came up and made the hit? Or Ryland Day?
Ryland Day, the junior, makes the big hit. Oh.
Yep. Ryland Day coming up and really putting a hit there on Applegarth. I was surprised to see them both bounce up as quick as they did.
Great hit there and a great stop by the Delta defense. That brings up a 3rd down and 15 for the North Sanpete Hawks. 2 minutes left here in the second quarter, and the Rabbits may get this ball back for a chance.
Wow.
The way the defense is playing. Since the Hawks put 28 on the board, they've been stopped cold. Back to pass is Lee's going to throw downfield. Has a receiver caught. It's going to be to the 45 of Delta, to the 40, and a 1st and 10 for the North Sanpete Hawks. That pass caught by Waylon Atkinson, the 6'1", 165-pound junior.
Once again, the ball is on the money. How much fun is it for these receivers to go out and run these routes knowing that if they can get open, the ball's going to be delivered right on the money? Wow.
Well, that's exciting for any receiver because most receivers run play after play and never get a ball thrown to them.
Yeah, that's about a 30-yard pass completion right
Here's
there.
A deep bomb going for Zach Lee, looking for his receiver, incomplete, looking for Taylor Lee. And that'll be a 2nd and 10 at the Delta 42-yard line.
Why not? Why not go for the quick strike here to the corner of the end zone? Ball this time just a little bit over the receiver's head.
So that'll bring up a 2nd down and 10 for the North Sanpete Hawks. Ball placed at the 40-yard line of the Delta Rabbits.
166 yards unofficially passing tonight for Zach Lee.
Zach Lee takes the snap. Rolls to his left, now rolls to his right. He's in trouble, puts his hand down to stop from falling down. Now there's a flag on the play. Could be a hold. He throws it deep downfield, has a wide open receiver. Caught, touchdown, but this one's coming back.
Yeah. Flags all over the field.
Applegarth was in the end zone. And it's going to be, it looks like it's in the holding area easily there. What a tough break for the North Sanpete Hawks there as Spencer Applegarth got open in the end zone and got the pass for the touchdown. But this is going to come back, and it's going to be a deep, deep penalty with 1:27 left before the break.
But even with the penalty, Coach Jason Thomas, the defensive coordinator, is not going to be happy with his defense on that play. You know Sanpete wants to go deep. They just threw the deep route to the corner of the end zone. They come right back and roll the quarterback out, and this time they complete it. Delta's fortunate it's coming back on a penalty, but Delta's secondary got to do a little better job.
That they do. 28-14. North Sanpete leads Delta. That score updated courtesy of Cache Valley Bank and Skyline Motorsports. North Sanpete at their own 48-yard line for a 2nd down and forever. Looks like about 25. Lee is in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Looks downfield. He's going to fire one deep again. Looking for a receiver. Has one. It's going to be almost caught. Just dropped at the 10-yard line. Incomplete.
He throws that between two defenders right on the money, and that ball probably should have been caught.
Wow, that's a touchdown waiting to happen right there.
And right now, you hear about athletes talking about being in the zone. Zach Lee is in the zone.
He's feeling it for sure. 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 on the right, Trey Sorensen. In the shotgun is Zach Lee with 1:21 left in the second quarter. Back to pass is Lee again. He's in trouble. Scrambles to his right. Now in trouble. Going to get sacked on the play and brought down. A beautiful sack that time by Russell Styler, the senior.
Yeah, Russell Styler steps up and comes hard, gets a little bit of help right there, and kind of stems the tide a little bit, takes some of that momentum away that Sanpete had gathered up. And now Sanpete with a 4th down and about an acre. I would think they'll kick this one away.
A great job by the Delta defense there as Zach Lee had nowhere to go. And now a punting situation. So back to punt is Taylor Lee. Or check that. Zach Lee. He steps up and puts it. It's blocked by the Delta Rabbits. The Rabbits block it. Picking it up, going for the end zone, and caught at the 5-yard line by Trey Sorensen. Rhett Shamo picks up the loose ball and almost returns it for a touchdown.
And you saw him coming. I was just going to say, this has got a chance to be blocked. We'll see who it was up front. I'm not sure. But Rhett Shamo picks it up and just about takes it back home. And boy, would this get Delta healthy in a hurry if they can get on the board with just 25 seconds to go.
25 ticks on the clock, and we've got a timeout for North Sanpete. We'll take one as well. We'll be right back here on CentraCom Channel 10 and Classy FM.
MKJ Construction has been serving Central Utah and the surrounding area for over 30 years. Whether you have a project as large as a new road or water line or as intricate as a decorative landscape feature, we have the experience and equipment to complete any size project. We also deliver sand, gravel, road base, topsoil, and landscaping boulders. Call MKJ Construction at 427-9299, 427-9299, and see what we can do for you.
Stop in at Service Drug in Delta or Fillmore and take advantage of the summer specials going on with KitchenAid appliances. From now through September 30th, purchase a KitchenAid stand mixer and receive a free ice cream maker attachment, a $79 value. Or purchase a KitchenAid juicer and receive a $50 prepaid Visa card. Stop by today and start saving at Service Drug, where we're dedicated to your good health and good value. Service Drug, 215 West Main Street, Delta, 40 North Main Street, Fillmore. Experience service first at Service Drug in Delta and Fillmore.
Some excitement here in Delta, Utah for homecoming. A blocked punt and recovered by Rhett Shamo, almost returned for a touchdown, but Delta's knocking on the door, Ken.
Oh, wow. If they can get this one in, as I said a little while ago, they'll be feeling a lot better about themselves. It's a new game if they can get a score here.
So Jack Dutton at quarterback, inverted wishbone, tailback is Draper. There's the handoff to Draper up the middle. Wow. Gets hit at the 2-yard line. Still on his feet pushing and down at the 1-yard line. The clock never started, though.
You know, he got met by the middle linebackers. He came over the line there. Pretty good collision. And Delta, I think that's their second timeout. I believe they've got one more left, so plenty of time to play with right here. And
so 28-14, North Sanpete leads. 25 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, and I think they'll adjust the time right here. In fact, the referee coming over talking to the coaches from Delta. They'll probably radio up here to the booth. I'm guessing they'll probably take that down to about 20.
We'll take a quick break while they reset the clock and have this timeout. We'll be right back.
When you're looking for the most exceptional value in an ATV side-by-side, look no further than your local Kimco dealer, Skyline Motorsports. John Lee and his crew at Skyline Motorsports know the area and the people living here and want to remain friends long after the deal is done. Plus, you don't want to spend another winter shoveling snow, do you? All Kimco side-by-sides can be fit with a snowplow. And Skyline Motorsports is your headquarters for small engine repair, ATVs, chainsaws, snowblowers, lawnmowers. Hey, if it's got a small engine, LeVar can fix it. Check it all out at Skyline Motorsports, south of Fairview on Highway 89.
The government and community leaders in Millard.
And welcome back. Mike Traina, Ken Nielsen alongside as the Delta Rabbits are knocking on the door at the 2-yard line with 20 seconds left before halftime after a blocked punt. And they're in business.
And I don't know if they dare try to option around. They haven't had a lot of success as of late. I think you're going to see Dallin Draper one more time coming off left or right tackle.
Jack Dutton, a quarterback, takes the snap and hands off up the middle and very close to the goal line, and they're going to be about the half-yard line, and a timeout is called with 14 seconds left. I thought they might have had that forward surge to get in, but they did not.
I believe that was Rhett Shamo, first back through, and the hole closed pretty quick on him. I think he got it down to the 1, and so 2-down territory for the Rabbits. The problem you've got here, Mike, is I think Delta is out of timeouts, and so if you throw the ball on this one, you've got a chance for a second play, but if you run it, I just don't think you can get back up and get to the line of scrimmage for a second play in 14 seconds. So I think this is it right here. Delta really needs to punch this one in on this play.
That they do. The North Sanpete Hawks lead 28-14 over the Delta Rabbits right now, but Delta could change that if they could just get another yard into the end zone. Coming up, it's our halftime show. Stay with us for that. It's being brought to you by New Charter Online University. And it's going to be a great halftime show. Of course, they have the real education for real people with real affordability. That'll come up during our halftime show in just a bit. Right now, the Delta Rabbits coming back out on the field, trying to punch this one in before the halftime break.
Wide side of the field is to the right. If they do option, I would think that's the way they'll go.
Jack Dutton, a quarterback, inverted wishbone. Dallin Draper is the running back. Handoff at the middle to Shamo. He pulls it out, keeps it himself, and he's going to get hit for a loss. The Hawks stop it. He probably should have let that one go to Shamo. He might have gotten in, and this is going to run the time out. 28-14. The Delta Rabbits are held at the goal line by the North Sanpete Hawks on a tremendous goal line stand by the North Sanpete Hawks. As, wow, that was close. The surge just put them back. So our halftime score is North Sanpete 28, the Delta Rabbits 14. Ken and I will be back for the halftime show coming up in 2 minutes right here on Classy FM and CentraCom Channel 10.
The government and community leaders in Millard County today were molded into the people they have become by the experiences and opportunities during their high school years. The same stands true for the future leaders of Delta City. That's why the City Council and Mayor of Delta are thoroughly invested in providing opportunities for the students of Delta High School to assist them in reaching their potential. Delta City appreciates the opportunity to support Delta High School academics and this Delta Rabbits sports broadcast.
At Cache Valley Bank, we have an app for that. Hi, this is Shayna, and our new Cache Valley Bank app will let you view your accounts on the go. You'll also be able to search for branches or ATMs near you, transfer funds, view recent activity, and deposit checks, all with a touch of a button. And our checking accounts offer free debit cards, lower rates than our competitors, and no minimum balance. So when you check your balance on that new Cache Valley Bank app, all you'll see is green. Stop by today and meet our friendly staff in Ephraim, Mount Pleasant, and Fairview. Cache Valley Bank, a tradition of helping, member FDIC.
At Level Pharmacy in Delta, health is wealth. Level Pharmacy offers drive-through service, delivery service, and compounding. Level Pharmacy isn't just a place to pick up your medications either. They have baby supplies, gifts and decorations, jewelry and purses, BYU ice cream, a soda fountain, Jackson Hole soda, candy, children's toys, a photo kiosk, and a wedding registry. Shop Level Pharmacy where laughter is the best medicine on Main Street in Delta.
With internet service from CentraCom, you get a fast, reliable connection to a world of information and inspiration. Just choose the bandwidth package that fits your needs and your budget. Every package delivers consistent speeds that bring the best of the web into your life. And we offer local, over-the-phone, technical, and professional IT support. It's why CentraCom is now our area's #1 internet provider. Add internet to your bundle and save. Call or visit CentraCom.com today.
And welcome back to our halftime show, brought to you by New Charter University. Fully accredited, New Charter University has flexible pacing so you can progress at speeds at which you are comfortable. They have fair and experienced faculty and staff ready to help you succeed. It's our New Charter University halftime show. Mike Train and Ken Nielsen with you, and Ken will have to watch that call towards the end of the game to see if that comes back to haunt the Delta Rabbits, as they had a golden opportunity to get within a touchdown of the North Sanpete Hawks and could not punch it in.
14 seconds to go. You're at the 2, and you're at third down. You're out of timeouts. So Delta pretty much was gambling, put all their eggs in one basket, so to say, on that one third down play. And Sanpete just loaded the box, made a nice stop on it. And I'm with you. I kept saying Delta will feel a lot better about themselves going into half, only down one score. But you got to give Sanpete credit there on the defensive side of the ball. They just had the punt blocked. They could have hung their heads a little bit, but did a great job. Hats off to Sanpete for keeping them out.
Well, of course, just an exciting first half. The Rabbits really came out and stunned the Hawks early in this football game. Started off with a scoring summary. Let's go through that right now, Ken.
Yeah, right off the bat in the first quarter, Delta struck first, 2 minutes and 6 seconds to go. Reagan Riding, 42 yards right up the middle, gets the touchdown, and then they get the 2-point conversion. Delta's feeling good. They're out in front, 8-0. Sanpete comes back pretty quick with 1:44 to go. Spencer Applegarth, he goes 80 yards. The kick failed, and Delta was up 8-6. Right at the end of the first half, if you remember, it was almost deja vu. The same play, Reagan Riding, right up the middle, this time 49 yards for the touchdown. Delta fails on the two-point conversion. It's 14-6. Delta's feeling really, really good about themselves, Mike. They come out in the second quarter, and here's your quick strike offense for the Hawks. It only takes them, 45 seconds into the second quarter, and they get a 52-yard run from Zach Lee. Gets the score. They get the two-point conversion. It's a tie ball game, 14-14. And then, as I mentioned, it only took just a minute or so after that, 10:54 to go in the second. Trey Sorensen, 22-yard pass from Zach Lee. They get the score. They're up 21-14, and 8:16 to go in the half. Taylor Lee, 70-yard pass from Zach Lee. Kick is good, and boy, 28-14. It turned around so quickly. Delta was feeling good about themselves, up 14-6, and then 3 unanswered touchdowns in a row, and Sanpete kind of grabs control of this game.
That they did. And Ken, how many passes did we see that were perfectly thrown by Zach Lee, that were dropped, that were easy touchdowns? Zach Lee really had a first half. Other than the first pass, right off the bat, threw that one a little bit high, was tipped off of the fingertips of his receiver, intercepted. And I remember saying, and I got to give him credit. I said, boy, I don't know if I'd be throwing the ball right there when you've got Applegarth in the backfield. Wow. I take it back. Go ahead and let Zach Lee throw it all over the place tonight, because he is spot on. Other than that one bad pass, I really haven't seen a bad pass since then. In fact, just looking here for Sanpete, make sure I've got this one right. I believe he is 7 for 14. I had it written down here as well for 166 yards, 2 touchdowns for Zach Lee. Wow. Amazing. And, the Delta defense has been keying on Spencer Applegarth. We've seen him get hit hard a couple of times. They have. We saw him get met head-on in the one play. That both players got up pretty quick after that collision. But Applegarth, I like what he does. He plays within the confines of the offense. But, boy, when he gets going, he's tough. Who are you going to stop here? You're going to key on Spencer Applegarth? Well, then you're going to have Zach Lee stepping back, throwing the ball over the place. So then you've got to drop back in coverage. Pick your poison there. Sanpete right now, 28 points in the first half, looking pretty good. Delta hanging in there, but they've got to find an answer to the passing game. Delta Rapids trail the North Sanpete Hawks 28-14 here at halftime. We're going to take a break. It's all part of the new Charter University halftime show. We'll be right back after this.
How long has it been since you performed at your peak? Dr. Jordan Meekum at Peak Performance Chiropractic and Sports Rehab Center in Delta wants to help you reach your peak performance in everything you do. Whether it's at work, the golf course, the field, the hardwood, in the mountains, or maybe most importantly, playing with your kids, Dr. Meekum provides services for everything from back pain, headaches, shoulder, elbow, and wrist pain, foot and ankle injuries, and pain that comes with pregnancy. Visit PerformPeak.com to schedule your appointment today at Peak Performance in Delta or call 435-864-2000.
Terrell Thriftway in Mount Pleasant is always working hard to be your neighborhood grocer. And with items like their famous ugly steaks, how can something so ugly going on the grill taste so good coming off? And their homemade salsa and cowboy caviar are a hit anywhere they're served. And in the bakery, you'll find Terrell's own roll and scone dough that will brighten up any get-together. Plus, Terrell's prides itself on its produce department, where the finest and fresh produce at great prices can always be found. Drop in today for the best in prices and friendly service. Your neighborhood grocer, Terrell Thriftway in Mount Pleasant.
The medical care you receive shouldn't depend on where you live. People in rural towns should receive the same high-quality medicine as those in the big cities. You can rest assured that Sanpete Valley Hospital provides their patients with the same high-quality care and advanced technology you'd receive if you drove to the city. They provide many of the same services a large city hospital does, and they do it well, with a personal, hometown touch. Intermountain Sanpete Valley Hospital, healing for life.
For integrity, honesty, and technical expertise, think of Jones & DeMille Engineering. With offices in Richfield, Roosevelt, Price, and Manti, they're committed to servicing their clients with civil and structural engineering, construction management, surveys and GIS mapping, and material testing. They use state-of-the-art equipment to help you meet your budgets and deadlines. Visit jonesandemille.com or find them on Facebook. Since 1982, Jones & DeMille Engineering, your infrastructure professionals.
And welcome back to our halftime show. Mike Traina, Ken Nielsen along with you as the North Sanpete Hawks lead at halftime over the Delta Rabbits 28-14. And New Charter University sponsoring our halftime show. Of course, New Charter University, a university designed for you. Begin your journey. Enroll today at neu.edu. Call 801-883-8336. Your life, your degree, your way. Let's take a look at some of those halftime stats, Ken.
Once again, we talked about one stat that's going to be a little misleading here for you, and that's time of possession. We thought the team that would lead that category would have a pretty good chance of winning this game. Well, not the case here so far tonight. Delta, 15 minutes and 28 seconds, they've controlled the ball to North Sanpete's 8 minutes and 32 seconds. You'd go, wow, that's just what you wanted. We talked about ball control, keeping North Sanpete's offense off the field. Well, that's not the case here tonight. 28 points for Sanpete in just that 8 minutes and 32 seconds. A couple other stats to kind of throw at you real quick. First of all, North Sanpete has run the ball 10 times for 162 yards. Delta has run the ball 34 times for 202 yards. Coming into this one, if you'd have said to Coach Russ Fowles, listen, we're going to give you 202 yards rushing in the half, he'd have taken that in a heartbeat. Here's the other stat that really, really jumps out at you, as we mentioned, the passing. 7 for 14 is Zach Lee, and I believe I had him for 166 yards, 2 touchdowns. He has just done a great job throwing the ball individually. Riding for Delta, 6 carries for 101 yards, 2 touchdowns. Dallin Draper, 20 carries. He's carried the bulk of the work here tonight, 94 yards. Shamo has 4 carries for 9 yards. Flipping on the other side, North Sanpete, Applegarth, 5 carries, 92 yards. Somewhat quiet because they've had so many big scoring plays. You probably didn't notice that. 92 yards on 5 carries, impressive. Zach Lee, as we mentioned, 4 carries, 165 yards. And then receiving, Sorensen, 3 catches for 58 yards. I believe it was Lee with a catch for 70 yards and Atkinson a catch for 28. So spreading the wealth around.
That they are. Halftime score 28-14 in favor of the North Sanpete Hawks. We'll take another quick timeout here on the New Charter Online University halftime show. We'll be back right after this here on Classy FM and CentraCom Channel 10.
As temperatures become cooler outside, insects will be looking for someplace warmer to live, like inside your home. Spiders, ants, earwigs, and other bugs will take refuge in your kitchen, bathroom, bedrooms, and even closets. To protect your home, call EcoLife for a professional pest control barrier. EcoLife applies a smell-free, safe-for-the-environment product to ensure you and your family are bug-free. All services are guaranteed. To schedule EcoLife to rid your home of bugs, call 283-6002. EcoLife is a proud supporter of Central Utah High School sports.
Are you looking for comfort, quality, and reliability with your furniture, appliances, or electronics? That's exactly what you find at Beck's Home Furnishings in Mount Pleasant. Choose from a variety of Ashley furniture, Whirlpool and Maytag appliances, and quality electronics. So whether you're looking for a good night's sleep, relaxing in your favorite chair, having a pleasant family dinner, or getting the chores done, Beck's can help. Plus, Beck's has outstanding prices and special sales every week. Visit them today at 14 West Main in Mount Pleasant or online at shopbecks.com.
You're busy, and we can help. At Skyline Pharmacy, we are pleased to introduce the first and only coordinated, once-a-month refill service in Sanpete County, the Skyline Medication Management Service. It is designed to help you maximize the positive benefits of your medication therapy, as well as save you time and money. Best of all, this service is free. By joining our program, we will automatically refill all of your maintenance medications on the same day, every month. Never worry about making multiple trips to the pharmacy ever again. Stop by today and ask about how we are continuing to help you take care of yourself and your family.
When I was thinking about going back to school, I got pretty nervous, just knowing I had a young family and money was tight for us. As a mother, online courses were perfect for my busy schedule. One of the things that was huge for me was how affordable this program was. Without the online courses, I know I wouldn't be able to finish school or transfer to a major university. I will always be grateful for Snow College in helping me reach my goals and helping me set the pathway for my future.
Welcome back to our New Charter University halftime show. Mike Traina, Ken Nielsen along with you as the North Sanpete Hawks lead at halftime by a score of 28-14. Let's send it over to Doug Johnson with some defensive stats. Doug?
Well, thanks, Mike. Let's take a look at individual defensive stats. For North Sanpete, Trey Sorensen leads all tacklers in the game. He's been in on 9 tackles. 3 of those have been for loss for a total of 5 yards. And Taylor Lee has 7 tackles for North Sanpete. Kyler Schwab has a fumble forced, and Tristan Fell has a fumble recovery for the Hawks. For Delta, Dakota Dutson and Brandon Atkinson both have 3 tackles. Dakota Dutson, of course, has an interception with an 8-yard return. The only sack in the game has been by Russell Styler for Delta, and that went for 10 yards. That's a look at the defense, Mike.
All right, Doug, thanks a lot. We'll bring Ken Nielsen back into the halftime show, brought to you by New Charter University, a fully accredited university. A new day, a new you, New Charter University. Ken, this is homecoming, and we talked about the festivities. They had the parade today. They had alumni volleyball game, and they also have some royalty here that we want to talk about as well.
And those that are here in the stadium, if you're listening on a headset, or maybe Michelle even caught them on the camera here as they went by, the homecoming royalty, let's throw those at you real quick, because I think that's a big part of things. Here on 2015 homecoming, the second night is Bucky Briner. He's the son of Glenn and Peggy Briner. Second attendant, Caitlin Jeffrey, the daughter of Rob and Lynn Jeffrey. Rob's our public address announcer here in the booth. First night, Isaac Christian, son of Jacob and Angie Christian. The first attendant, Audrey Bliss, daughter of Rob and Misty Bliss. And then the king this year for homecoming, Copeland Anderson, son of Martell and Holly Anderson. And then the queen, Randall Lynn Waddingham, daughter of Richard and Miriam Waddingham. And I can tell you, Mike, every one of those kids, great young people. All the top 10. I'm fortunate to work here at Delta High School. We have such great youth, as you see everywhere you go throughout the state, but proud to be here and want to congratulate all the young people this year.
We'll have to give credit to our camera lady as well, as she's got the camera right on the royalty on the other side of the field.
What I feel bad, I set that camera up for, it's set up for about a 6'8", 6'10" man, and she stands about 5'4", 5'5", so she's looking up trying to run that for her. So I appreciate her coming and doing it here tonight with us.
And that's your lovely wife doing that.
Yeah, I told you, sometimes the only time we get to see each other is when we travel on the road or when we're doing ball games. I just have a headset on and she stands and runs the camera. So it takes a pretty good lady to go to all the games that she does. She loves athletics, loves the kids as well. So glad to have her with us.
Doing a wonderful job here at halftime. It's 28-14 in favor of the North Sanpete Hawks. And we got some other scores, of course, we checked a little bit earlier. Also, what do you think is going to be key in this game? That goal line stand by North Sanpete was huge for them, but it's going to hurt Delta in the game. If you see them losing this game by 7 points, it's really going to be hard to swallow.
Yeah. And here's the thing, Mike. Sanpete gets the kickoff to start this second half, which makes it even hurt that much more, simply because you had a chance to cut this to 7. And it's not like they made a bad call. I think Sanpete just made a great play defensively, and Delta ran out of time there. And they only had 2 timeouts to play with. They'd used one earlier in the game. You wish you had that in your back pocket. If you have that last timeout, you get one more crack at it. But if you're Delta, you can't go into your locker room and say, poor me. What you need to do, make some adjustments. How are we going to stop this passing game of North Sanpete's? We need to shut the running game down just a little bit, but I think more emphasis on the passing game than anything. And then I don't know if you do a lot of different things if you're Delta offensively. That was their best half of the year with 205 yards rushing. And most teams will take that anytime.
Definitely so. We'll see how they come out at halftime and face the Hawks here. The Hawks have a 14-point lead. We're going to send it back to the studios for a timeout. New Charter University, an accredited university designed for you. We'll be back right after this on Classy FM and CentraCom Channel 10.
Vince Lombardi once said, "The measure of who we are is what we do with what we have." The quote rings true whether applied to our country, our schools, our homes, or on the field of play. We applaud our student athletes for their hard work and determination on the field and in the classroom. Brought to you by Sunrise Engineering, promoting excellence in sports and education. Visit us at sunrise-eng.com. That's sunrise-eng.com.
Visit your Sanpete Valley Conoco in Moroni, where you'll find courteous service at the convenience store and the world-famous Sanpete barbecue turkey sandwiches. Sanpete Valley Conoco is the place for refreshing frazzles, irresistible treats, delicious pizza, and the only place to get the new Yo Cream. Yogurts, only creamier with lots of toppings, and the new Boba Bursts, a new experience in eating ice cream. They also serve all of Central Utah with bulk fuel, oil, and lube delivery, whether in the drum or bucket. Visit Sanpete Valley Conoco at the junction of highways in Moroni.
The Intermountain Power Service Corporation is proud to bring you this presentation. IPSC is a community-minded company that contributes to our local schools, community organizations, and economy. The Intermountain Power Project consistently ranks among the best of America's coal-based power plants in reliability, cost-effectiveness, and environmental responsibility. Intermountain Power Service Corporation strives for perfection and is honored to be actively involved with Delta, Millard, and Juab High Schools.
State Farm Insurance and Financial Services is your best choice for dependable insurance coverage and finance options. Local agent Danny Dykes in Moroni offers all types of insurance, as well as State Farm Financial Services, where you're able to finance your dreams through State Farm Bank. State Farm also offers the Pocket Agent app for smartphones and the new Drive Safe and Save discount. Visit your local State Farm Insurance and Financial Services office in Moroni. Phone 800-347-8601. That's 800-347-8601.
And welcome back here on our new Charter University halftime show. Mike Traina, Ken Nielsen with you. At halftime, it's the North Sanpete Hawks leading the Delta Rabbits by a score of 28-14. This broadcast made possible by Sanpete Valley Conoco, State Farm Insurance agent Danny Dykes, Terry Brotherson Excavating, Central Valley Medical Center, Mount Pleasant, Fairview, and Moroni Cities, MKJ Construction, Skyline Motorsports, Cache Valley Bank, CentraCom Channel 10, Terrell's Marketplace, Beck's Home Furnishings, Sanpete Valley Hospital, Jones and Newmill Engineering, Eco-Life, Skyline Pharmacy, Snow College, Sunrise Engineering, Intermountain Power Service Corporation, Central Valley Medical Center, Materia Natural Resources, Mountainland Supply, Service Drug of Delta, Delta Medical Center, Drew Bay Chevrolet, Delta City, Level Pharmacy, Peak Performance, and of course CentraCom Channel 10. The Delta Rabbits have come back out on the field for this homecoming second half. See if they have enough mustard in the tank there to come back and beat this high-powered North Sanpete offense and big offensive and defensive line. 28-14. The Hawks lead this one by 2 touchdowns. Is that the score you expected at halftime, Ken, or did you expect this one close to being tied?
Be honest with you, I didn't see this coming. I figured maybe 14-6 at half, 21-7, 21-14, something like that. But I didn't expect the score to be the way it was. Now, if you're Delta, will you take the rushing numbers? Absolutely. Now, a couple of those big runs, 90-some yards combined on 2 runs by Reagan Riding to get those 2 scores. Delta's got to maintain those drives and finish them off. You can't always rely on the big play. That's not Delta. Will they take it tonight? Absolutely. They'll take the 42-yard run, the 49-yard run, but they got to finish off some of those drives, just like the one, even though it was short, 5 yards there at the end of the half. They've got to score at the end. And this is the first time I've seen Sanpete obviously live. I didn't know they were as quick a hitting team as they are. 70-yard touchdown pass. They had another one called back that went to the end zone. There was a holding call that brought that back. Even with Delta understanding Sanpete was going to go long there late in that first half. Wow, Zach Lee has just been spot on. I got to be honest with you. He's probably the best quarterback I've seen this year up to this point. Only 4 games I've seen. But I'd put him up there with the best. And you've seen him more often than I have. But if he plays this way week in and week out, my goodness, if Snow College isn't knocking on his door, they need to be.
Definitely so. Well, we've got another minute and a half before the start of the second half. We'll take a quick break and be back with the start of the second half here between Delta and North Sanpete.
This sports broadcast is brought to you by Materia Natural Resources in Delta, Utah. Advocating education in our Millard County communities, Materian is the only source of high-quality beryllium in North America. Beryllium is used in your car, cable TV, and tablet. It's even used in your cell phone. Because of beryllium, you're connected with family, friends, classmates, social media, and the web. Materian offers a safe and successful sports season to all Millard County schools.
Terry R. Brotherson Excavating and TRB Rock Products offers aggregate products for any of your road construction needs, including road base and a selection of crushed rock products. TRB Rock Products also has landscaping products, topsoil, reject sand, and an eye-catching red landscaping rock. They also do commercial and residential construction, basements, water lines, sewer lines, septic tanks, and perk tests. Get a free estimate at 462-3954. TRB Rock Products, a proud supporter of North Sanpete Athletics.
And thanks for joining us again here on CentraCom Channel 10 and Classy FM. Mike Train and Ken Nielsen are bringing you the play-by-play of this football game between the North Sanpete Hawks and Delta Rabbits. We'll have our Sanpete Valley Conoco Defensive Player of the Game for the Hawks. Bulk fuel, oil, lube delivery. Call 435-262-0416. The daily special from Sanpete Valley Conoco goes to the Defensive Player of the Game. And Cavalier Pizza sponsors our Offensive Player of the Game. 8-inch personal pan pizza and a drink for the Player of the Game. And, of course, they're open Monday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Call for a pizza now, 462-3388. Cavalier Pizza just east of Terrell's Market in Mount Pleasant. The Delta Rabbits will kick off to start off this second half. And there's the kickoff. It's going to be fielded on the ground, being brought back by Spencer Applegarth to the 20-25, and tries to get to the sideline, breaks one tackle, but gets pulled down by the second man there. Nice tackle that time by Delta's Jason Hatch.
Yeah, nice effort by Jason, because if Applegarth gets the corner, he's going to pick up some decent yards right there. So we'll see what Delta does, changes defensively right here. And, you know, sometimes when you're so hot like that, and you don't even want to have to break. You don't want to go to the half because you're playing so well. Let's see if Zach Lee can keep it up here in the second half.
All right, he's a quarterback for the North Sanpete Hawks. Set to go here, first down and 10. I formation behind him. There's the snap for Lee, and he hands it off to Spencer Applegarth. He gets wrapped up, but he pulls the player all the way to the 29-yard line. So a pickup of about 4, maybe 5 yards on that carry.
Played pretty well by the defense there. It's just Applegarth is strong enough to carry defenders up the field. 140 yards, Mike, rushing now for North Sanpete. Anytime you can put 300 yards of total offense together in a half, you're doing well.
Second down and 6 for the Hawks. They have the ball near the center of the field there at the 29-yard line. Wide receiver to the right is going to be Trent Seeley for the Hawks. Another one wide left, I formation behind Zach Lee, the quarterback, and he hands off to Applegarth again, left side, breaks a tackle, breaks another. He's to the 35, to the 40, heads to the sideline to the 45, bursts upfield, breaks a tackle to the 40. He's to the 30 of Delta, turns it on. He may go all the way. Touchdown, Spencer Applegarth.
My goodness, that might be as impressive a run as I have seen this year, as he went through at least 4 tacklers right there.
34-14, North Sanpete with the lead, and boy, he broke a couple tackles there and then juked a couple players out and then turned on the jets and no one could catch him as he squirted down the sideline for the score. Spencer Applegarth does have some wheels if you didn't know. Wow. So now the extra point try for the Hawks.
Yeah, quick enough wheels to get him 71 yards for a touchdown.
Just a minute and a second off the clock here. There's the snap. The ball's down. The kick by Lee is on the way, and the kick by Lee is good. It's North Sanpete 35, Delta 14. We'll be back after this timeout.
Mountain Land Supply of Richfield is the Central Utah leader in plumbing, waterworks, turf, and ag irrigation. Mountain Land Supply features a beautiful showroom with brands you know and trust, like Moen, Delta, American Standard, Toto, Aquatic, LK, Growy, and more. They've also got what every farmer needs as a Valley distributor for all your agricultural supplies, from pivots and sprinklers to wheel lines and water troughs. Visit Mountain Land Supply Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. at 2104 South Red Hills Drive in Richfield. Have you heard? Central Valley Medical Center is now providing orthopedic surgery. That's right, Dr. Joel Holman is a full-time orthopedic surgeon practicing in Nephi. You no longer need to drive to the Wasatch Front for hip replacement, knee replacement, fracture care, hand surgery, and general orthopedic care. Dr. Holman completed a residency in general orthopedics and a fellowship in hand surgery at the U of U and sees patients in the Nephi Medical Clinic inside Central Valley Medical Center. Call 435-623-3633, 623-3633.
There's the kickoff, and it's going to be fielded by the Rabbits, being brought back to the 21-yard line, and a quick tackle by North Sanpete. Bringing it back for the Rabbits was Jason Hatch, but he was tackled quickly. Good job by North Sanpete there. Second guy there got him.
Once again, Spencer Applegarth, going back to him, Mike. I thought he was one of the better backs in 3A. This is the first time I've seen him live. I've seen him on film. And he is everything advertised. You just mentioned right here, 7 carries for 168 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Wow. Quite amazing. Here's the Rabbits' first down and 10 at their own 21-yard line. There's the keeper for Dutson to the right side. He has some room, gets about 5 or 6 yards. A fine run to open up the offense here in the second half for Delta.
I like that. I like the play call, and I like to see Jack get out around the corner there. Positive yardage, and gets his confidence going a little bit right here.
So the Delta Rabbits now with a 2nd down and 6 after that 4-yard pickup. And here we go. There's the handoff to the left side, and to about the 30-yard line, maybe 31 is all for that carry for Riding.
Gets him close to a first down, at least obviously manageable. 3rd down and less than a yard. But once again, Mike, you find yourself down 35-14. Again, this offense of Delta is built to grind it out, pick up, 4 or 5 yards a pop. And now, obviously early in the second half, but you do have to speed things up a little bit here, knowing that you've got to come up with at least 3 scores.
Inverted wishbone, 2 fullbacks and a tailback. Jack Dutson, the quarterback for the Rabbits. Split wide receivers. There's the snap, handoff to the tailback through. He bounces off a tackler. Draper stays on his feet, gets the first down, and gets to about the 40-yard line. Finally being brought down by the North Sanpete defense, but a fine run there.
Once again, the sophomore not giving up on the play. The contact comes, and he just turns and drives that shoulder ahead for a gain of 10. And I believe that puts him over 100 yards on the night.
Great job there by Draper. And the Delta Rabbits have a 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line. Jack Dutson with 3 wide receivers to the right side. Riding one of those, goes in motion to the left side. There's the snap, in trouble, pitches out to the back in the backfield. And he gets hit, and he gets some yardage out of what could have been disaster.
How about that? He has the presence of mind to check up, just kind of do that swim move, push the defender right on by, and then move up the field. I was just thinking there a moment ago, Mike, in a matter of less than, about a minute and 20 seconds, 14-point swing, basically. Delta doesn't get in at the end of the half, and then a minute and 1 second into the second half, you give up a score. That's a 14-point swing, and you're down 21.
Good point. Right now, inverted wishbone, double tight for the Rabbits. Fumble on the snap, but picked up by Jack Dutson. He gets hit, he gets stopped, and nothing doing there. That was just a bad exchange between the center and the quarterback.
Fortunate on the play yet. Doing a good job to at least keep possession, get a yard. 3rd and 5, not exactly what you want, but better than giving the ball up.
That it is. 35-14, North Sanpete leads. 8:35 left here, or 8:25 left in the 3rd quarter. That score check courtesy of Sunrise Engineering and Peak Performance. Here come the Rabbits on this 3rd down and 4. Jack Dutson runs the option to the right, pitches it out. Good pitch.
Nice.
Wide open to the 50, down to the 40, and going all the way is going to be Brandon Draper. No one's going to catch him. Touchdown, Delta.
55 yards on the option, and that time you got to give Jack Dutson all the credit in the world as he rolled right, kept it long enough to draw the defense to him, made a nice pitch, and then Dallin Draper, showing the wheels that he has as a sophomore, takes it in for the score. Delta desperately needed that one, and it came quick. I was just talking about Delta not being a real quick hit offense. Beg your pardon, there it is.
So the Rabbits will go for 2, as you mentioned. 35-20 with 8:02 left here in the 3rd quarter on a big touchdown by Brandon Draper, and pitched at the perfect time by Jack Dutson. 2-point conversion try for the Rabbits. There's the snap. Option to the left side, pitched out again, and this one's going to get to the end zone with Draper. He's got 8 in just a matter of seconds, and the Rabbits have cut the lead to 35-22. We're going to send it back to the studios for a break and be back right after this on CentraCom Channel 10 and Classy FM.
The all-new truck of the year, the Chevrolet Colorado, has arrived at Drew Bay Chevrolet. Check out the all-new innovations in a mid-size truck, 305 horsepower and up to 26 miles per gallon highway. The best-in-class payload, towing, and the quietest ride on the road from any mid-size pickup. For the safest ride in a mid-size truck, look no further. High-strength steel frame, rolled form steel pickup box, 6 airbags, and new active security technology all combined to make your Chevrolet Colorado the right stuff. The Chevrolet Colorado at Drew Bay Chevrolet.
The mayor, city council, and residents in the cities of Mount Pleasant, Fairview, and Moroni wish the North Sanpete Hawks the best of luck this season. The entire community is proud to support North Sanpete High School in preparing the future leaders of Sanpete County. They're committed to ensuring that area youth are provided the best opportunities to learn the important lessons of life through academics and athletic competition. Good luck to the players, coaches, faculty, staff, and student body from the cities of Fairview, Moroni, and Mount Pleasant.
And welcome back. There's the kickoff. North Sanpete will bring it back up the middle and getting to about the 31-yard line, and that is all is the return man on the play. So North Sanpete will start off as they are ahead 35-22, but then you look at that into the first half, Ken, this could be a 35-30 game.
Sure could be, and I think a lot of people are still thinking that a little bit, saying, wow, what could have been. But again, if Delta can get a stop right here, which has been difficult as of late, but if they can get a stop right here, get their offense back on the field, plenty of time left.
Here we go. North Sanpete Hawks, now we have a stoppage in play. And we'll wait and see what the officials are calling here. Looks like a timeout on the field. We'll take one as well. We'll be back right after this on CentraCom Channel 10 and Classy FM. We'll be right back in just a second.
The type of medical care you receive shouldn't depend on where you live. People in rural towns should receive high-quality medicine just like those in big cities. Delta Community Medical Center and Fillmore Community Medical Center both provide the same quality care and advanced technology you'd receive if you drove to the city. What they do well. Intermountain's Fillmore Community Medical Center and Delta Community Medical Center. Healing for life.
MKJ Construction has been serving central Utah and the surrounding area for over 30 years. Whether you have a project as large as a new road or water line or as intricate as a decorative landscape feature, we have the experience and equipment to complete any size project. We also deliver sand, gravel, road base, topsoil, and landscaping boulders. Call MKJ Construction at 427-9299, 427-9299, and see what we can do for you.
There's the play by North Sanpete. There's the handoff to the right side. Applegarth's going to duck his head, get to the 40-yard line, to the 45-yard line, and pick up the Hawk first down. That's Zach Lee, the quarterback, not Spencer Applegarth, but a fine run.
Oh, I think it was a busted play as they missed the handoff, and he just said, well, I'll get what I can out of it, and picks up about 13 yards, it looks like.
A nice job nonetheless.
Give him 14 on the carry.
7:47 left in the third, 35-22. The Delta Rabbits trail the North Sanpete Hawks here at the Rabbit Homecoming. Mike Train and Ken Nielsen with you. That score check courtesy of CentraCom Channel 10, Terrell's Marketplace. Zach Lee in the shotgun and some movement, and a flag comes. Hawks say it was Delta, but Delta says it was the Hawks. Interesting.
How about this, Mike? Between these two teams tonight, they've combined for 510 yards rushing.
Wow. Is this Army and Navy playing?
Honestly.
At the 40-yard line, first down and 15 for the North Sanpete Hawks. Zach Lee at quarterback. Slot left and slot right. 4 wide receivers. Wide to the right is Taylor Lee. Trace Sorensen in the slot on the right. And Applegarth in the backfield to the left of Zach Lee, who takes the snap, rolls to his left side, looking for some blockers, trying to get to the corner, and does. Cuts upfield, dodges a tackler, ducks his head, gets across the 50 to the Delta 49-yard line.
Like the call. I like the call. It's a safe call. You're not putting the ball in the air yet. He's going to get 10 yards, and it looks like somebody's hurt down there on the field for Delta.
Getting up and trying to walk it off and stay in the game is the Delta player. 7:05 left in the third quarter. 35-22 North Sanpete with the lead over the Delta Rabbits. Coming up, we'll have our Sunrise Engineering post-game show. Join us for that.
I said 510 yards total rushing between the two. How about 686 yards of total offense between the two teams? It's been a fun game to watch.
Is that Rich Peterson coming off? It is Rich. Rich Peterson, maybe a little tweak on his ankle. Hopefully he's all right. Looks like he'll walk it off, and he'll sit down, and the coach will check him out.
Nice thing about Delta is they have Dr. Shamo on the staff to help him out.
There's the handoff to Spencer Applegarth. Heads up the middle, gets the first down for North Sanpete to the Delta 42-yard line, and then he's stopped by the Delta defense. And now they're going to throw a flag. I think the stop was made by Jack Dutson.
You know, Applegarth, it looked like they had him bottled up. And I think everybody in the crowd thought the same thing as he got up into the pile. Just waits, sees the hole, and then bounces it out up through the hole, gets 7 yards.
And it looks like a late hit's going to be called against, well, let's see, they haven't marched off yet, have they?
No, I'm waiting to see. Here comes the call.
As we check out the white hat, see what his call is going to be. It's going to be a personal foul against North Sanpete. And it's going to be a 50-yard penalty on the Hawks. Now, they will get the first down. They'll just have to reset the first down back about 15 yards. So, and it should be first and 10 from that mark, too.
And the way Sanpete's been moving the ball, not a big deal, because they have moved it at will as of late. But this obviously helps Delta, because this is going to take the ball back into North Sanpete territory. And what I'm talking about a little bit here, Mike, some of their quick touchdowns. As I mentioned, they had one touchdown. They had the 70-yard touchdown pass. They got it in a hurry. One drive of one play got them a score of 22 yards and a touchdown. They had another drive, 2 plays to go 80 yards. They've shown they can move the ball in big chunks at a time.
That they can, and that's going to march them back. It looks like officially to the 43-yard line. And it's going to be first and 10 for the North Sanpete Hawks. Did they put second down up there still?
Yes, they did, which really surprises me. Let's see if anybody, nope, there they changed it now. They just haven't moved the sticks yet. They've got the down marker right.
It's not first and 12. It still should be first and 10. Now they fix it.
Homecoming rules over here. We don't play by the same 10-yard markers here.
It's Canadian football.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hawks with a first and 10 from their own 43-yard line. Back to pass. Zach Lee across the middle again, looking for Taylor Lee. Caught for a first down all the way to the Delta 38-yard line and quickly tackled after the catch by Bo Nielsen. But what a catch by Taylor Lee.
Once again, a bullet. Yeah, the nice thing about this, and I don't mind giving credit where credit's due. I'm from Delta, but I am so impressed with Zach Lee. The receivers, Mike, aren't having to adjust their patterns at all. They're running in stride and catching bullets for 20-yard, 30-yard gains.
At the Delta 37-yard line, first down and 10 for the North Sanpete Hawks. Zach Lee in the gun. Double slot. 2 wide receivers on each side. There's the snap to Lee. Drops back to pass again with lots of time. He's going to go for it all. Down the sideline, Trey Sorensen caught. Touchdown, North Sanpete. Another strike for Taylor Lee. Or check that, Zach Lee.
36 yards and another pass that was thrown right on the money.
Boy, Lee just feels very comfortable back there. He's got all kinds of time, and he finds Trey Sorensen down the field wide open on the right side. There were 2 defenders in the vicinity, but they weren't tight enough to prevent that pass from being completed. So the North Sanpete Hawks leading the Delta Rabbits 41-22. And now set to go. The extra point try. Kick's on the way, and this kick is good. It's the North Sanpete Hawks leading the Delta Rabbits 42-22 here in the third quarter. We'll send it back to the studios for a timeout here on Classy FM and CentraCom.
Stop in at Service Drug in Delta or Fillmore and take advantage of the summer specials going on with KitchenAid appliances. From now through September 30th, purchase a KitchenAid stand mixer and receive a free ice cream maker attachment, a $79 value. Or purchase a KitchenAid juicer and receive a $50 prepaid Visa card. Stop by today and start saving at Service Drug, where we're dedicated to your good health and good value. Service Drug, 215 West Main Street, Delta, 40 North Main Street, Fillmore. Experience service first at Service Drug in Delta and Fillmore.
When you're looking for the most exceptional value in an ATV side-by-side, look no further than your local Kimco dealer, Skyline Motorsports. John Lee and his crew at Skyline Motorsports know the area and the people living here and want to remain friends long after the deal is done. Plus, you don't want to spend another winter shoveling snow, do you? All Kimco side-by-sides can be fit with a snowplow. And Skyline Motorsports is your headquarters for small engine repair, ATVs, chainsaws, snowblowers, lawnmowers. Hey, if it's got a small engine, LeVar can fix it. Check it all out at Skyline Motorsports, south of Fairview on Highway 89.
And there's the kickoff, and returned by the Delta Rabbits to the 40-yard line, and it's going to be a 1st and 10 for Delta there, as they're going with the shorter timeouts between the touchdown and the kickoff there for us, and we missed a little bit of action there, but what a pass by Zach Lee to Trey Sorensen yet again. Can we talk enough about that?
My gosh, the completion before goes for 20 yards. Remember, they got a 15-yard penalty, and we said, well, they're pretty quick at striking back. Right then, they threw a 20-yard pass. They followed up with a 36-yard pass, and they go 7 plays, 69 yards, and another score.
There's Jack Dutson with a handoff to the right side. Oh, and North Sanpete gets great penetration and making the hit. Tristan Fell was the first. No, it was Isaac Peterson, the 6'1", 225-pound junior, that made that big hit to start it off.
And this is, if you're a Sanpete player, the game really gets fun for you right here because you've got a 20-point lead here, and they're just pinning their ears back coming. They're daring Delta to try and throw the ball right here, and I think you'll have to see maybe Delta try and drop back and throw a couple to loosen up this defense. If you look right here, everybody's up tight on the box here.
That they are. 3 wide receivers left. Shamo in motion from left to right. Back to pass is Dutson. Dutson fires one downfield. Has Shamo.
Nice.
It's going to be caught. Shamo breaks free. He's to the 50, 45. Cuts inside to the 40-yard line.
Needs a block.
He needs one more block to get to the end zone to the 30, to the 25. Shamo gets caught at the 12-yard line. But what a reception. And you called it, Ken. They threw the pass to the outside to loosen up the defense, and it went for a big one.
Boy, did they need that one. Great call. I like the call. Floated out in the flat left side to Shamo, and then great blocking downfield. The receivers did a good job freeing up the area for Shamo to run.
Cut back to the inside, dodged a tackler. It was the pursuit from behind by North Sanpete. The players who didn't give up on the play that finally made the tackle. He only had one more player to beat to get to the end zone. There's the snap. Handoff goes to the right side, trying to break through, and North Sanpete wraps up the running back after a short gain to about the 10-yard line.
And I'll say this, Mike, coming out of this game, regardless of who wins this, Delta has got to be happy in a lot of areas. Their offenses look pretty good here tonight. Defensively, they've got to work on some things in the pass game, but there's some positives to take away.
5 minutes left in the third quarter. It's North Sanpete 42, Delta 22. Rabbits threatening again inside the Hawk 10-yard line. There's the handoff to the right side. No, pulled out by Jack Dutson. He's going to roll, throw down in the field. Has a receiver caught. Reagan riding to the end zone. Does he get in? He fumbled it and recovered.
Touchdown, they say.
Now recovered in the end zone for the touchdown. Wow.
They said he broke the plane as he reached across, and then the ball popped free.
So the Delta Rabbits get the touchdown. I wanted to call the touchdown because I thought he was in.
Yep.
And then the ball popped out, as you mentioned, and recovered by North Sanpete. But the touchdown will stand as the Delta Rabbits get the TD on a passing play. 2 pass plays back-to-back.
There you go. Just when we said they've got to open it up a little bit through the air, they do. And that's the 3rd touchdown for Reagan Riding tonight for the Rabbits.
So a touchdown by the Rabbits. They will go for the 2-point conversion again. And here's the snap, rolling to his right. Jack Dutson throws to the end zone, has a man caught. 2-point conversion, 42 for the North Sanpete Hawks, 30 for the Delta Rabbits with 4:43 left in the third quarter. We'll be right back after this.
The government and community leaders in Millard County today were molded into the people they have become by the experiences and opportunities during their high school years. The same stands true for the future leaders of Delta City. That's why the City Council and Mayor of Delta are thoroughly invested in providing opportunities for the students of Delta High School to assist them in reaching their potential. Delta City appreciates the opportunity to support Delta High School academics and this Delta Rabbits sports broadcast.
At Cache Valley Bank, we have an app for that. Hi, this is Shayna, and our new Cache Valley Bank app will let you view your accounts on the go. You'll also be able to search for branches or ATMs near you, transfer funds, view recent activity, and deposit checks, all with a touch of a button. And our checking accounts offer free debit cards, lower rates than our competitors, and no minimum balance. So when you check your balance on that new Cache Valley Bank app, all you'll see is green. Stop by today and meet our friendly staff in Ephraim, Mount Pleasant, and Fairview. Cache Valley Bank, a tradition of helping, member FDIC.
Here's the kickoff by the Delta Rabbits. And there it goes. Going to be fielded by the Hawks and being brought back for a nice little return there to about the 40-yard line, close to it. 4:38 left in the third quarter, 42-30. Delta still hanging around, Ken.
Did we get it right on the game of the week? North Sanpete and Delta. You look at this 72 points have been put up by the two teams. It's been way entertaining. It's been a fun ball game to call and hopefully for people to listen to and watch.
Well, Robert Lovell was here from Mid-Utah Radio earlier today for his show over at Service Drug over at Uncle Roger's place and did a great job picking this as the game of the week. And right now, the North Sanpete Hawks with the football. First down and 10. Lee's going to hand it off to Applegarth. Applegarth to the 40-yard line, to the 45. Tries to get back against the grain, dodges a tackle, or gets to about the 50. And then a flag on the play.
Applegarth tried to cut back, and there was a little bit of help there with a little shove in the back, and that's going to cost him.
Yeah, there's the hold, the knockdown by Taylor Lee on the CentraCom Channel 10 instant replay. So an easy call there for the official. So the Rabbits have been converting their two-point conversions, doing a good job of that in this game. And that's why they are closer than they would have been in this game if they would have tried the extra points kicking it through.
And should we say once again, wow, does that sting not getting that touchdown right before the end of the half for the Rabbits? But I like the fact that they didn't just duck their heads and say, oh, poor us. They've come out fighting.
That they have. Homecoming crowd has come here to cheer them on. Zach Lee in the shotgun for North Sanpete. First down and 15. Back to throw. Lee's going to throw one deep down to the left side. Has a receiver again. Picked off. Intercepted by Dudson. Dakota Dudson is going to return it. And he's going to get to about the 48-yard line before he's tackled there. And there's another turnover as the Rabbits create it.
Went to the well just one too many times right there as the defense was covering that one. And Dakota Dudson read it perfectly.
That he did. Steps up right in front of the receiver and picks it off and returns it to the 49-yard line in Delta territory. With 4:22 left in the third, the Rabbits with another opportunity. And Ken, if they score here, This is a shootout in a game again.
Oh my goodness, here we go. Plenty of time, 4:22 to go in the third. Let's see if Delta can get another one here before the end of the quarter.
There's the snap, hand off to Riding. Riding is going to get some yardage and gets up to about the...
And I think he fumbled it.
Did he fumble it and the Hawks recovered? Oh my goodness, it popped out and North Sanpete had it. It looked like by his body language he had fumbled it, but I didn't see the ball pop out myself, but it's recovered by North Sanpete. So just like that, an opportunity smothered.
Looked like somebody reached in and just got him by the arm, pulled it free, and no chance on getting back on the ball. Oh, what a big turnover there. Huge turnover. Delta seemed to have grabbed the momentum back, and just like that, turnover gives it to the Hawks. So you're feeling kind of down if you're listening from North Sanpete because of the interception. That's okay. One play and you got it right back.
42-30 North Sanpete with a lead. 4:14 left in the third quarter of play. Your Terrell's Marketplace and Beck's Home Furnishing score check. There's a quick pass out behind the receiver. Incomplete from Zach Lee. A sliding Taylor Lee couldn't make the catch at the Delta 46. 2nd and 10.
Wow, and the sky must be falling. That's 2 incomplete passes in a row there for Zach Lee. He's been on the money all night long. Let's see if they don't go back to Spencer Applegarth to kind of settle things down again.
Well, they've kind of gone away from the running game altogether because Zach Lee has been so successful in the pass game, but they've got one of the best backs in the state that they need to utilize.
In fact, back up under center right here, Mike. I would sure think it'll go to him. Yep.
And off to Applegarth to the right side, gets a nice block.
Wow.
Oh, a pulverizing block. Applegarth to the 45 of Delta and a first down to the 41. That was a fine block. I didn't catch the number of that truck.
Boy, I didn't either, but how much fun is the play calling for Coach Wilson over there when you've got Applegarth in the backfield to go to? Zach Lee's been hot all game long. Okay, things got a little unsettled there for a minute. Let's turn things around, settle things down. Here you go, Spencer.
4 minutes left here in the third quarter, 42-30. Hawks with a 12-point lead. Rabbits won't go away. I formation, split wide receivers. There's the snap and hand off to the dive back up the middle to the 36 of Delta. That was a good 5-yard gain.
Yep, just right up the middle.
Is that Hayden Poulsen, I believe? Yep, Hayden Poulsen, the 6', 185-pound junior, gets the run and the call there.
How about this score, Mike? Third quarter still, Grand leading North Severe 62-0.
Oh my goodness.
So Grand has really got things rolling their way tonight.
Here it's 42-30 in favor of the North Sanpete Hawks over Delta. North Sanpete facing a second down and 5 yards to go. Zach Lee under center. Split wide receivers, pitch to Spencer Applegarth to the left side. Spencer trying to get to the corner, cuts against the grain. Now changes direction altogether, goes to the other side. He's to the 35, to the 30-yard line, to the 25-yard line, and Spencer Applegarth turns nothing into a first down run.
Again, this is what Coach Fowles was afraid of. This kid, Delta strung that out beautifully. Ridge Peterson from the defensive end stepped out. Looked like they had him stopped for a minimal gain, and then he reverses and comes clear back across the field and picks up about 12 yards and a first down.
Amazing run by Spencer Applegarth. The North Sanpete first and 10 at the Delta 25-yard line.
Sanpete now with 264 yards of rushing offense to go with 222 yards passing. That's a pretty balanced attack.
This will be the offensive game of the week.
That's BYU's looking for those numbers tomorrow. I can tell you that right now.
Yes. Taylor Lee out to the left side. Two more wide receivers to the right side. One of those is Hayden Poulsen. Zach Lee's going to hand it off to Spencer Applegarth. He's going to get wrapped up and stopped, but he gets to the 21-yard line, so maybe a pickup of a couple on the play.
Brett Walker comes up, wraps him up, takes him down.
So a 2-yard pickup brings up a second down and 8 for the North Sanpete Hawks. Rabbit defense playing tough here, and they've really keyed off Spencer Applegarth for the most part in his rushing game pretty well. They've covered him on those screen passes. They've really caught him a couple times on the rush. He's broken free, though, a couple times because he is a great impromptu runner.
Like I said, as good as I've seen as far as that kind of a game. Wow.
There's the handoff to Applegarth again, and this one's going to do nothing as he gets to the 20-yard line, and that is all. A great defensive stop by the Delta Rabbits.
Yeah, I think that was Gordon Sayui who came in from the backside and wrapped him up.
Yeah, the junior linebacker makes the stop. A nice play there for the Delta Rabbits. And the North Sanpete Hawks with 1:37 left in the third will have a third down and 6, excuse me. Well, coming up, we'll have our Sunrise Engineering post-game show. Join us for that, but we have an entire quarter of football to play, and who knows what the score will be? Maybe 70-60 by that time? Who knows?
My goodness.
Ready to go. Third down and 6 for North Sanpete at the Delta 21-yard line, and now flags will fly, and this is likely on the offense, and that'll march them 5 yards deeper and probably change the play call for Tom Fell.
But penalties really haven't seemed to bother North Sanpete tonight. They've recovered from them nicely.
That they have. So back to the 25-yard line for a third down and 10 now for North Sanpete. Taylor Lee to the left side. On the right side is Trent Seeley. Another wide receiver in the slot. In the gun is Zach Lee on this third down and 10. Back to throw, looking. He's going to fire one downfield. Has a receiver caught.
Wow.
And a touchdown. Can you believe it? Spencer Applegarth catches it and scores with 1:03 left in the third quarter.
And it looked like the corner or the safety came across and was going to tip that one away at the last second, and they just over their fingertips and right in the breadbasket for another touchdown. What a night.
Amazing. Spencer Applegarth gives the Hawks a 48-30 lead off the arm of Zach Lee. 1:03 left, 48-30. North Sanpete with the lead. Extra point by Taylor Lee out of the hold of Zach Lee. The Lees get the ball going, and it is up, and it is good. North Sanpete 49, Delta 30. We'll be back after this 1-minute timeout here on Classy FM and CentraCom Channel 10.
At Level Pharmacy in Delta, health is wealth. Level Pharmacy offers drive-through service, delivery service, and compounding. Level Pharmacy isn't just a place to pick up your medications either. They have baby supplies, gifts and decorations, jewelry and purses, BYU ice cream, a soda fountain, Jackson Hole soda, candy, children's toys, a photo kiosk, and a wedding registry. Shop Level Pharmacy, where laughter is the best medicine, on Main Street in Delta.
With internet service from CentraCom, you get a fast, reliable connection to a world of information and inspiration. Just choose the bandwidth package that fits your needs and your budget. Every package delivers consistent speeds that bring the best of the web into your life. And we offer local, over-the-phone, technical, and professional IT support. It's why CentraCom is now our area's #1 internet provider. Add internet to your bundle and save. Call or visit CentraCom.com today.
And welcome back. There's the kickoff, going to be fielded by the Rabbits, brought back to the 30-yard line, across the 30 to about the 32, and finally tackled there by the North Sanpete return team, or kickoff team. Tackle made by Keegan Eliason. And was that Trevor Burton again on the return?
Either Trevor Burton or Brandon Cahoon. I didn't see if it was 86 or 88.
So 1st and 10 nonetheless for the Delta Rabbits. And we'll see what they can do here to answer back after that North Sanpete scoring drive. 49-30. North Sanpete leads here in the third quarter with 57 seconds remaining. Jack Dudson's going to hand it off, and Riding's on the outside. Oh, he just got caught from behind. Otherwise, that could have been a big play. Who made the shoestring tackle right there, trying to catch a number? That was Taylor Lee.
And Reagan Riding going to come up hobbling just a little bit after that one. And you're right. Without that shoestring tackle, there's a chance he gets the corner and goes for the score.
And now the coaching staff will come out to try to check him out.
6 yards on the carry nonetheless. I was going to say, Mike, on that last scoring drive for North Sanpete, 54 yards in 7 plays. Sanpete's had 4 possessions in the second half. They've scored on 3 of them. The one possession they didn't score was the interception that was thrown by Lee, and Dakota Dutson picked it off. So other than that, they have pretty much had their way marching up the field.
Well, when I came here and drove to Delta today, I didn't think we'd have 79 points in the game scored before the fourth quarter even started. And here we are. Jack Dutson back to pass. He's in trouble. He's hit. He's going to be sacked on the play by the North Sanpete defense. Trey Sorensen comes in and finishes him off. Also getting some help there by his teammate, Tristan Fell.
You know, and that's tough for Jack to handle right there. He didn't even have a chance to really rise up and set his feet. He was doing everything he could to just protect the ball. You got to have a little more time back there.
That he does, and that's the offensive line that needs to get him some time. And that's going to end the third quarter of play as the North Sanpete Hawks lead the Delta Rabbits by a score of 49-30 here in Delta, Utah. We'll be back for fourth quarter action after this.
How long has it been since you performed at your peak? Dr. Jordan Meekum at Peak Performance Chiropractic and Sports Rehab Center in Delta wants to help you reach your peak performance in everything you do. Whether it's at work, the golf course, the field, the hardwood, in the mountains, or maybe most importantly, playing with your kids, Dr. Meekum provides services for everything from back pain, headaches, shoulder, elbow, and wrist pain, foot and ankle injuries, and pain that comes with pregnancy. Visit PerformPeak.com to schedule your appointment today at Peak Performance in Delta or call 435-864-2000.
Terrell's Thriftway in Mount Pleasant is always working hard to be your neighborhood grocer. And with items like their famous ugly steaks, I mean, how can something so ugly going on the grill taste so good coming off? And their homemade salsa and cowboy caviar are a hit anywhere they're served. And in the bakery, you'll find Terrell's own roll and scone dough that will brighten up any get-together. Plus, Terrell's prides itself on its produce department, where the finest and fresh produce at great prices can always be found. Drop in today for the best in prices and friendly service. Your neighborhood grocer, Terrell's Thriftway in Mount Pleasant.
Welcome back once again. Mike Trina, Ken Nielsen with you here on Classy FM and CentraCom Channel 10 and Local10.tv. The Delta Rabbits trail the North Sanpete Hawks heading into the fourth quarter, 49-30. And here we go. Delta with the football. There's the snap. Dutson play action in trouble, throws it out. It's going to be caught. Caught, brought up to the 35-yard line, to the 40-yard line, down the sideline to the 50, and then down to the 40-yard line for a nice reception by the Delta Rabbits as Jack Dutson was nearly sacked.
Whoop, and here comes a flag out of nowhere.
I'm not sure what that flag was.
I'll tell you what it is. Wrong number, caught the ball.
58, I thought it was. I wasn't going to say anything at the time.
I was wondering too.
I think it was Chase Fowles who caught that football. That's the greatest reception that he'll never get credit for. That's a tough one. He's a lineman, and you can't make a reception on that.
That's a great run. He showed pretty good speed for a lineman to get downfield, but I didn't dare say anything either. I thought, well, let's not ruin the party.
Lineman caught it behind the line, and
yeah.
That's right, big number 58, and he rumbles down the sideline for a nice run.
And I don't care who you are, Mike. If you're out there and the quarterback throws you the ball, it's hard not to catch it. It's like, okay, I'll take it and go. And pretty good effort on his part.
Yes, it was. But it's going to be a penalty. And the officials were kind of stunned, too. It took them forever to figure out, should we throw a flag on that? And they finally did at the end. There's the snap for the punt. 4th down and 13, almost blocked. And a beautiful punt, though. It's going to be fielded, dropped by Spencer Applegarth. He dives on it, and does he recover it? He barely does. Barely.
Trying to get a number, I think, for Delta. Was that 58? Was that Chase? That's Chase Fowles right there coming down. Almost dove in to recover it, but Applegarth doing a nice job to haul that back in.
He's like, you're not going to give me the catch and run. I'll try to get it back myself. And it's going to be 1st and 10 for the North Sanpete Hawks at their own 35-yard line. So it's 49-30 in favor of North Sanpete. Score update, a presentation of Sanpete Valley Hospital, Beck's Home Furnishings, and Skyline Pharmacy.
And let's give you another score as well to add to that, Mike. Juab, this is the final. Juab defeats Richfield 43-6.
Wow. Big win there for the Juab Wasps. They've got a nice crew as well. On the left side is Trent Seeley of the North Sanpete Hawks. Zach Lee is in the shotgun with the back to his right, Spencer Applegarth. Zach Lee's going to keep it himself. He's going to run it to the right side. He's got room to the 40, 45, 50. Cuts up field and finally gets tackled at the Delta 44-yard line. Nice run there by Zach Lee.
He's fun to watch out in the open field. He's just basically another back. Think about it, Mike. He's another running back that can throw it.
Definitely. Sprints right through the line, and he's got those long legs, too. He's got some good strides. So the Delta Rabbits trying to stop this Hawk offense, and, well, neither defense has really stopped the other.
And North Sanpete is 8 yards away from 300 yards rushing. I don't know if they've had a 300-yard rushing night this year, but this has got to be their best offensive output, I would think, overall yardage-wise.
I believe you're right, in the gun, and this one's going to be stopped before it starts. Timeout by North Sanpete. We'll take one as well. We'll be back after this minute timeout with North Sanpete leading 49-30.
For integrity, honesty, and technical expertise, think of Jones & DeMille Engineering. With offices in Richfield, Roosevelt, Price, and Manti, they're committed to servicing their clients with civil and structural engineering, construction management, surveys and GIS mapping, and material testing. They use state-of-the-art equipment to help you meet your budgets and deadlines. Visit jonesandemille.com or find them on Facebook. Since 1982, Jones & DeMille Engineering, your infrastructure professionals.
As temperatures become cooler outside, insects will be looking for someplace warmer to live, like inside your home. Spiders, ants, earwigs, and other bugs will take refuge in your kitchen, bathroom, bedrooms, and even closets. To protect your home, call EcoLife for a professional pest control barrier. EcoLife applies a smell-free, safe-for-the-environment product to ensure you and your family are bug-free. All services are guaranteed. To schedule EcoLife to rid your home of bugs, call 283-6002. EcoLife is a proud supporter of Central Utah High School sports.
And welcome back, Mike Trenick, Ken Nielsen, as they take the snap and run to the left side for the North Sanpete Hawks. Picks up about 4 yards. Was that Applegarth again?
I believe so, yep.
Applegarth gets the call on that one and picks up about 4 yards. So ready to go now. The Hawks in the huddle right now as we have 10-14 left in the fourth quarter.
Boy, it seems like we've been playing forever here this second half.
It does. Didn't even check the time yet on the evening. It's like 9:17. In the gun is Lee. A little early movement. There should be flags here, but they're going to let the defensive play stand, as it is a great defensive play. And now they throw the flag. Boy, let Rich Peterson have the tackle, right?
Absolutely. I'm surprised the guy here on the near side didn't call that. And I think the referee knew there was a penalty, and he waited, and when he didn't see a flag come out, he thought, okay, I better correct this one. I'm surprised they didn't just blow it dead, but
they didn't, and now the penalty will be assessed to North Sanpete, and that'll march it back 5 yards.
Now, let's just see. Okay, I was going to say, make sure they got the spot right.
Where they marked the penalty off from, right? Should be from the line of scrimmage, right?
Yep. And I think I just look in that last play was a gain of 4 yards, so that's correct. It's back a yard behind the original marker, so that's 5 yards.
Peak performance, Delta City and Drew Bay Chevrolet bringing you this broadcast of Delta and North Sanpete football. There's a quick pass out. Spencer Applegarth has it, 35-yard line.
Wow,
he's to the 20,
gone.
Turns on the Jets. He's to the 10. He darts away and scores another touchdown. Does Spencer Applegarth. Man, does he have speed.
43 yards on the pitch and catch, as Zach Lee's not going to get an easier touchdown pass than that. Just get it to his running back coming out of the backfield right there, and just turns on the Jets. Is he putting up big numbers tonight or what?
My goodness. In the running for the Athlete of the Week at Mid-Utah Radio. And his rushing, his receiving. Can't wait to get to those stats in the post-game show to find out what he's got.
Well, I can tell you right now, Zach Lee's got 290 yards passing.
There's the snap. The kick by Taylor Lee is up, and it is good. It's North Sanpete leading Delta 56-30. We'll return after this 2-minute timeout and be back with more high school football from Delta, Utah.
Are you looking for comfort, quality, and reliability with your furniture, appliances, or electronics? That's exactly what you find at Beck's Home Furnishings in Mount Pleasant. Choose from a variety of Ashley furniture, Whirlpool and Maytag appliances, and quality electronics. So whether you're looking for a good night's sleep, relaxing in your favorite chair, having a pleasant family dinner, or getting the chores done, Beck's can help. Plus, Beck's has outstanding prices and special sales every week. Visit them today at 14 West Main in Mount Pleasant or online at shopbecks.com.
You're busy, and we can help. At Skyline Pharmacy, we are pleased to introduce the first and only coordinated, once-a-month refill service in Sanpete County, the Skyline Medication Management Service. It is designed to help you maximize the positive benefits of your medication therapy, as well as save you time and money. Best of all, this service is free. By joining our program, we will automatically refill all of your maintenance medications on the same day, every month. Never worry about making multiple trips to the pharmacy ever again. Stop by today and ask about how we are continuing to help you take care of yourself and your family.
Thanks for joining us again in this shootout of a football game, 56-30, 86 points scored, Ken.
If you'd have told Coach Russ Fowles, listen, with the majority of the fourth quarter left on this kick goes out of bounds, if you still got 9:42 to go, we'll give you 287 yards rushing, 58 yards passing, 30 points on the board. Any Delta fan would say, absolutely, we'll take that. But when you got Sanpete clicking on all cylinders offensively and putting 56 on the board, wow, what a game.
It is. I bet if you say that, he doesn't expect there's 56 points on the board either.
Nor did I. I knew Sanpete was good. I knew Applegarth would be just what we thought he was. We knew Zach Lee was a good football player, but we didn't expect 56 points with this much time still to go.
Here we go. The Delta Rabbits trying to answer back I formation. Slot right, wide receiver to the left side. There's a quick pitch to the back out of the backfield. And ducking it under is Draper. And Brandon's going to get to the 40-yard line on a fine run there by Dallin Draper.
Yeah, well designed as they bring a receiver in to make a block and get him out on the edge. Picks up 6 yards.
Nice job. Good cutback, too, as he split two defenders. As the Delta Rabbits trail North Sanpete 56-30. That score check a courtesy of Level Pharmacy, as well as Delta Medical Center and Drew Bay Chevrolet. Delta Rabbits with the football again. And this one's going to get blown dead before it starts as well. Well, it may take us a long time to get through the stats during our post-game show, so Ken and I will probably be here with just the crickets chirping.
And there hasn't been that many plays run in the second half. As you look at my sheet here, But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 touchdowns combined by the two teams here on a minimal number of plays. I didn't expect to see that.
Well, you can bet on Monday both defenses are going to get a workout in practice. Now, Jack Dutson, play action, drops back a pass in trouble, gets hit, fumbles the ball, and recovered by North Sanpete. Oh, my goodness. There was too much penetration there, and the fumble was caused as Dutson got hit and recovered by the Hawks.
Yeah, just a lot of traffic coming through. Jack didn't have time to really look for the open receiver, and ball's knocked free and lost. Big turnover right there as Sanpete can pretty much salt it away right here.
That was, I believe, recovered by number 66, Tristan Fell, the 6'3", 255-pound senior, and North Sanpete will have the football. Well, if you're Coach Rick Wilson, maybe it's time just to hand off, run the ball, try to get the game to the record books right now.
In fact, if I'm Coach Wilson, I might be a little careful with Spencer Applegarth. Up 26. He's going to go down awkward right there.
Hand off, and he is tackled at the 35-yard line. Probably the time to bring in the backup running backs.
As good as he is, you certainly don't want to lose him late in the game.
And we'll see how long he keeps him out there. 8:28 left here in the fourth quarter, 56-30. North Sanpete with the lead. And as you mentioned, he was twisted a little awkwardly in that CentraCom Channel 10 instant replay.
I mean, I'm a cheerleader of any young man, young lady that performs like this. I'm way impressed with him. And you want to keep him healthy, that's for sure.
In the shotgun is Zach Lee. Is at a whale of a night. Slot right, wide receiver left, hand off to Applegarth. He's going to tuck it under and get to the 35-yard line, to the 31, and finally tackled there after a short gain by the Delta defense. A couple of tacklers in there for the Rabbits. Rich Peterson, good to see him back out on the field. And number 9, who I don't believe is on my roster. Is that a freshman in the game?
I'll have to see if I can figure out who that is.
But he was in helping out as well. 7:33 left here in the fourth quarter. North Sanpete now with a 3rd down and 9. Applegarth sits up as a wide receiver to the right side in the slot. Out wide is Taylor Lee. On the left is Trent Seeley. In the gun, there's the snap. Quarterback keeper on the run, and he is hit hard. Zach Lee is at the 30-yard line. And that'll be 4th down for North Sanpete. And the Hawks just trying to keep it on the ground, but Delta's going to keep playing.
Absolutely, and a pretty good shot that Lee took right there. Number 9, I believe, is Sam Clark for Delta.
So Sam Clark in helping out on that last play.
And right now, North Sanpete, according to my stats, which are about as unofficial as they can be, 1 yard away from 300 on the ground tonight.
That's impressive. Double slot, 2 wide receivers on each side. Little movement, that's a 5-yard penalty, and they didn't throw the flag, though. Now back to pass. Zach Lee is going to fire one out across the middle. It's going to be caught for a 1st down at the 15-yard line of Delta, but definite movement on the right tackle over there.
A little surprised they didn't.
So a nice complete pass by Zach Lee as he continues his barrage in the aerial attack.
And a running back can actually reset. They can move forward and reset, but looked like there maybe was a receiver out there. Jumped a little bit, but doesn't go for nothing. That's 15 yards on the pass completion.
Picks up a 1st down for the North Sanpete Hawks.
And who was it that caught that, Mike? Did you say you had a number on it? I didn't even see it across the field. My glasses don't reach that far. Nonetheless.
There's the quarterback keeper for Zach Lee following his blockers to the 10-yard line, to the 5-yard line, ducks his head, and bowls over a player. Touchdown, but there is a flag on the play.
The reason I wanted to give credit on that last catch, Mike, that put Zach Lee over 300 yards passing. 305 is where I have him now on the night.
And that run, if it stands, will put the Hawks over 300 yards rushing, but I'm not sure if it's a hold on North Sanpete or maybe a hit to the head of the quarterback. I'm not sure what the call could be here. They're talking about it. The officials are at the 2-yard line where the flag was thrown at the 4, and they'll continue to talk here. 56-30, North Sanpete leads over Delta. 6:05 left in the fourth quarter. Intermountain Power, Central Valley Medical Center, bringing you that score update here on Classy FM and CentraCom Channel 10.
And if Sanpete scores on this drive, Mike, they will have scored on 5 of 6 possessions here in the half, though. The only time they didn't score was the one interception that was thrown.
And here's the call from the officiating crew as the referee will come and hopefully make the call soon. It's going to be a personal foul, hit to the head, against North Sanpete.
Love to know who it was on, because
that was
I'm not sure. Wow, that's a big penalty.
Unless they gave it to the quarterback, Zach Lee, for leading with his head and hitting the helmet of the Delta tackler.
And how hard is that not to do? As a runner, you're taught to go forward and to go in like that, but nonetheless, it's a huge break for the Rabbits because that brings it from the 5 all the way back out to the 30.
So first down and 35. There's a quick pass out. It's going to be incomplete. And it's going to be second down. See, the Hawks have the ball at about the 30-yard line.
I'm sorry, Mike.
9.
I was just going to say, you're going to see my favorite call coming right here. Sideline warning.
Why is that your favorite?
I've always just felt like I would hope the official would come to me on the sideline and say, hey, I got to have you back off. I always thought it was like an official going to his big brother and saying, hey, they're picking on me over there. And there's no penalty, there's no yardage marked off. This is just a warning, and I'm sure for the safety of the official. Whoop, I'll let you call this one.
There's a snap, fumbled, picked up. Zach Lee throws it downfield. It's going to be incomplete. Right in the middle of 2 Delta defensive backs.
So that'll stop the clock at 5:56.
Strange call to stop the clock.
Yeah.
You want it to roll.
Up 26 with under 6 to go. Yeah, I'm gonna roll that clock and take the win and get out of here.
So that stops the clock with 5:55 remaining in the football game. 56-30, North Sanpete with the lead. Score update, a presentation of Sanpete Valley Conoco and State Farm Insurance Agent Danny Dykes. Zach Lee back to pass again. Screen pass, and that's going to be caught by Applegarth at the 30-yard line. Tries to get to the sideline. He gets to the 25. And pulled back with a horse collar. That's going to be a big penalty against Delta as flags fly in from all over.
And again, Mike, it's getting that time of the game where it's out of reach. This game is over as far as the score is concerned. This is where I always worry about somebody, getting hurt late in a game. In fact, you can see, I think it was Spencer Applegarth pulled down, and he wasn't happy about it. And I wouldn't be either, but this is just one where you hate to see a game get out of control, tempers flare, and things happen. It's been such a fun game to watch. You don't want to see it end in any way, shape, or form on a bad note.
Well, they're having a conference here by the officiating crew to decide what the call is. I'm not sure if there's multiple penalties on this. I thought it was just the horse collar, but there must be other penalties coming in, and they have to discuss it. And here comes the white hat to give us the explanation. Here on our CentraCom Channel 10 and Classy FM simulcast, personal foul face mask against Delta.
Okay.
And that's it. All that for that call. It was kind of obvious from us what the call was going to be. But maybe they were talking about where they're going to stop here in Delta for dinner after the game.
Could be.
That's a possibility.
Yeah, could be.
And where are the good places to eat?
Well, I'll tell you what. Unfortunately, Ashton's is not open in the evening. You want a nice hamburger, you stop by Ashton's. But several places here in town that you can go by. The Hub, the old Rancher downtown. If you want good homemade food, stop by the Rancher.
Making me hungry.
Or you come by my house and
Michelle,
peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I can whip that up pretty quick.
You had the invite here on CentraCom and Classy. Head over to Ken Nielsen's house for peanut butter sandwiches after the game.
Absolutely.
All right, there's the penalty mark off. And, boy, with a game as decided as this one seems to be, barring some miracle scoring from Delta, it sure is taking quite a while to get this finished up.
Yeah, it really is. That's it. Like I said, I always worry about these situations, and the referee's over talking to Coach Russ Fowles now. They just spent some time on the far sideline. They come over here. Not sure what the discussion is, a 15-yard face mask or horse collar, whatever that might be.
Well, let's see. As they talk over and find out what they're going to do here, maybe we can take a look and see maybe some other scores around the league. We had some finals. I think you said Richfield was defeated by Juab, right?
That was a final.
And now the White Hat finally running back out on the field as we may be close to getting underway here.
Yeah, that was a 43-6 final, Juab over Richfield. We talked about Grand. They were leading 62-0 over North Sevier in the third. Have not seen an update on that one as of yet.
All right, here we go, ready to go. There's Zach Lee taking the snap on third down and about 6. He throws to the end zone, caught, touchdown. North Sanpete gets another one with Spencer Applegarth.
Just kind of hiding along the back of the end zone. Comes from left to right, and that's an easy pitch and catch for a 10-yard touchdown.
North Sanpete 62. The Delta Rabbits 30 in this football game. And now the extra point will come off of the foot of Taylor Lee. 5:37 remaining here in the fourth quarter of play. Well, you would hope to see from both teams to have their backup players in the game.
Yep.
Even Delta does not want to have any injuries for the rest of the season either. As here's the extra point try. It is kicked up, and it is good. North Sanpete leads the Delta Rabbits 63-30. We'll be back after this timeout on CentraCom Channel 10 and Classy FM.
When I was thinking about going back to school, I got pretty nervous, just knowing I had a young family and money was tight for us. As a mother, online courses were perfect for my busy schedule. One of the things that was huge for me was how affordable this program was. Without the online courses, I know I wouldn't be able to finish school or transfer to a major university. I will always be grateful for Snow College in helping me reach my goals and helping me set the pathway for my future.
Visit your Sanpete Valley Conoco in Moroni, where you'll find courteous service at the convenience store and the world-famous Sanpete barbecue turkey sandwiches. Sanpete Valley Conoco is the place for refreshing frazzles, irresistible treats, delicious pizza, and the only place to get the new Yo Cream. Yogurt's only creamier with lots of toppings, and the new Boba Bursts, a new experience in eating ice cream. They also serve all of Central Utah with bulk fuel, oil, and lube delivery, whether in the drum or bucket. Visit Sanpete Valley Conoco at the junction of highways in Moroni.
Welcome back here, Delta, Utah. Mike Trina, Ken Nielsen, homecoming for the Delta Rabbits.
And did you expect, Mike, 93 points on the board in this one?
I did not.
Wow.
And I didn't expect to be here at 9:35 still calling the rest of the fourth quarter with 5:37 left.
Yeah, you may be at my house tonight having peanut butter sandwiches. I know you've got to go to Scottsdale tomorrow. You've got a long trip ahead of you for the Snow College game.
That's right. Is your couch open in the front room?
Absolutely.
There's the kickoff, and it's going to be fielded by the Rabbits back at the 12-yard line, being brought back by Draper. And Dallin's going to get hit at the 30-yard line and get tackled there by the North Sanpete kickoff team, and that's going to be brought down by number 68 of the Hawks, Gavin Raymond.
Here's a score, 35-13 Beaver over Enterprise. I think that's a final.
Wow. So the Beavers got a pretty good squad there in Class 2A.
Yep. North Summit was leading Gunnison 34-7. They had a delay in that one with the lights going out.
5:31 left in this game. It's the North Sanpete Hawks 63, Delta 30. There's a quick pitch out to Draper, and Dallin's going to get hit behind the line of scrimmage and be a loss of about 1 or 2.
And I know Delta's trying to build on some things, but I'm with you talking about being careful here late in the game. I was talking about it with North Sanpete. Got to be fair. Say the same thing about Delta. Sanpete can't afford to lose Spencer Applegarth. Delta can't afford to lose Dallin Draper.
So it looks like the Rabbits will come up to the line for a 2nd down and 12. Inverted wishbone, 2 fullbacks and a tailback, split wide receivers. One back goes in motion. There's the snap pitch out to the right side. Draper has it at the 30-yard line. Cuts in. Nice stiff arm, but gets wrapped up by Taylor Lee, and Lee throws him down for a tackle.
Boy, how quick was Lee coming across the field to wrap up and make that tackle right there. A nice gain by Draper. He's going to pick up about 6 yards.
Sanpete Valley Conoco Defensive Player of the Game coming up for North Sanpete. Sanpete Valley Conoco, of course, with their delicious barbecue turkey sandwiches. And now we have a timeout on the field by the Delta Rabbits. We'll be right back right after this timeout here on CentraCom Channel 10 and Classy FM.
The Intermountain Power Service Corporation is proud to bring you this presentation. IPSC is a community-minded company that contributes to our local schools, community organizations, and economy. The Intermountain Power Project consistently ranks among the best of America's coal-based power plants in reliability, cost-effectiveness, and environmental responsibility. Intermountain Power Service Corporation strives for perfection and is honored to be actively involved with Delta, Millard, and Juab high schools.
State Farm Insurance and Financial Services is your best choice for dependable insurance coverage and finance options. Local agent Danny Dykes in Moroni offers all types of insurance, as well as State Farm Financial Services, where you're able to finance your dreams through State Farm Bank. State Farm also offers the Pocket Agent app for smartphones and the new Drive Safe and Save discount. Visit your local State Farm Insurance and Financial Services office in Moroni. Phone 800-347-8601. That's 800-347-8601.
Welcome back here. Mike Train and Ken Nielsen with you. Homecoming as the Delta Rabbits are trailing the North Sanpete Hawks 63-30 here in this region matchup between these two schools. Canyon View handling Manti, I think, in the other region matchup that we knew about, and of course Juab beating Ridgefield. So 3 teams with wins will be North Sanpete, Manti, and Canyon View at the top. Here we go, the Delta Rabbits in motion. Rhett Shamo, and boy, everyone moved except the center there, at least the whole left side of the defensive line and right side of the offensive line.
And a few tempers down there in the trenches still.
So that'll be a penalty. I'm not sure who they're going to call that on the offense because the ball never snapped, I guess.
Yep, everybody was on go but the center.
So the Rabbits will march back. Well, the Rabbits' next game coming up at Juab. The way they handled Richfield tonight, Rabbits are going to have to get some good practices in and try to handle that Juab Wasp offense. Of course, the Cedar Redmond beat Juab 21-20 on their home field.
That surprised me.
There's the snap, back to throw as Dutson, he's in trouble, scrambles out, throws it up, and it's intercepted by Trey Sorensen. Sorensen down to the 20-yard line. He's down to the 10, cuts back inside, tries to get to the end zone, but he's not going to make it as he's going to be stopped at the 6-yard line. That's a pass that Jack should have just thrown out of bounds.
Yeah, that's too bad. Again, the pressure was in his face, and he's just trying to make a play. Hard to fault the kid there.
And Trey Sorensen with the interception. And North Sanpete with Rick Wilson hopefully sends out his backup JV team to run this ball and run the time off the clock here. It looks like we got a lot of underclassmen out there right now. 4:08 left here in the fourth quarter, 63-30 our score. North Sanpete with a great interception by Trey Sorensen. And now the Hawks will bring in a backup quarterback, Spencer Stedman, the sophomore. I formation behind him. He's going to hand it off to the left side and getting to the 9-yard line. Nice tackle by Rhett Shamo on the running back that time, Waylon Atkinson.
And it's good to see these younger players. They get a shot at this. And they'd like to punch one in the end zone. Absolutely.
And
still, they still need 1 yard here to get to 300. So I assume they'll get it here in this drive here. 299 yards rushing, 315 passing. So over 600 yards of total offense for the Hawks here tonight.
Wow.
And Delta's not shabby. They're at 355.
Spencer Stedman at quarterback, one back in the backfield, and that's Atkinson, but this one's going to get blown dead with 3:17 left in the fourth quarter.
Timeout.
timeout, and we will take one as well. We'll be right back after this on CentraCom Channel 10 and Classy FM.
This sports broadcast is brought to you by Materia Natural Resources in Delta, Utah. Advocating education in our Millard County communities, Materian is the only source of high-quality beryllium in North America. Beryllium is used in your car, cable TV, and tablet. It's even used in your cell phone. Because of beryllium, you're connected with family, friends, classmates, social media, and the web. Materian offers a safe and successful sports season to all Millard County schools.
Terry R. Brothers in Excavating and TRB Rock Products offers aggregate products for any of your road construction needs, including road base and a selection of crushed rock products. TRB Rock Products also has landscaping products, topsoil, reject sand, and an eye-catching red landscaping rock. They also do commercial and residential construction, basements, water lines, sewer lines, septic tanks, and perk tests. Get a free estimate at 462-3954. TRB Rock Products, a proud supporter of North Sanpete Athletics.
And welcome back. There's the pitch to the right side, and it looks like it's going to be for a loss there on the play. Good play by the Delta defense.
Now trying to get outside right there was Waylon Atkinson. Getting to see a little bit of the future here for North Sanpete. As you mentioned, 6'1" junior, I believe. And they got to keep Zach Lee healthy, that's for sure. He is so good on the field, but here's the future next year, right, on the field.
And this is fun for the younger classmen.
Sure.
Both sides of the ball, to get out here in a varsity homecoming game.
Absolutely.
In the gun, back to pass, looking, firing to the end zone. It's going to be caught for a touchdown. Atkinson catches it. Spencer Stedman throws it.
Yep.
And the North Sanpete Hawks lead 69-30. 99 points on the board. We got an extra point to make it 100, I guess. Wow.
13 yards through the air. 328 yards passing now, and great effort right there. I said Atkinson is the quarterback. He was the receiver. Yeah, Stedman, is the sophomore. He's the future, obviously, at quarterback. But hooking up with his buddy right there for a 13-yard touchdown pass.
Kelton Christensen for the extra point in there, kicks it up, and it is good. Just barely gets in. It's North Sanpete leading Delta 70-30. We'll be back after this timeout here on CentraCom and Classy FM.
Mountain Land Supply of Richfield is the Central Utah leader in plumbing, waterworks, turf, and ag irrigation. Mountain Land Supply features a beautiful showroom with brands you know and trust, like Moen, Delta, American Standard, Toto, Aquatic, LK, Growy, and more. They've also got what every farmer needs as a Valley distributor for all your agricultural supplies, from pivots and sprinklers to wheel lines and water troughs. Visit Mountain Land Supply Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. at 2104 South Red Hills Drive in Richfield. Have you heard? Central Valley Medical Center is now providing orthopedic surgery. That's right, Dr. Joel Holman is a full-time orthopedic surgeon practicing in Nephi. You no longer need to drive to the Wasatch Front for hip replacement, knee replacement, fracture care, hand surgery, and general orthopedic care. Dr. Holman completed a residency in general orthopedics and a fellowship in hand surgery at the U of U and sees patients in the Nephi Medical Clinic inside Central Valley Medical Center. Call 435-623-3633, 623-3633.
Back once again here in Delta, Utah. Mike Trena, Ken Nielsen with you in this marathon homecoming game. It's late. 2:25 left in the game still. 70-30 Hawks with the lead. And, you get the underclassmen out there, and they're just wanting to score. They want to make a statement or get some excitement, and you can't blame them for that. But when you're leading by that much, maybe you just keep it on the ground. I don't know. It's kind of I don't know. There's the kickoff. We'd like to be able to head on out of the booth and enjoy our homecoming celebration. There's the return being brought back by number 86. That is Brandon Cahoon. And Cahoon gets to about the 29-yard line. And here comes the offense for the Delta Rabbits. And the underclassmen offensive unit's going to be pretty much the same because they have a lot of young kids on the team.
It really is. If you look down on the sideline, the numbers here, neither team has huge numbers. Sanpete may not travel with as many, but the school sizes of Sanpete and Delta, you got kids going both ways. You got young kids playing. That's just the way it is.
Inverted wishbone in motion, Rhett Shamo. There's the option to the left side, and it's being carried nicely by Jake Day. Day's going to have some room and gets to the sideline to about the 50-yard line. Nice run.
Absolutely. Jake Day's backup quarterback does a nice job there. Keeps it, gets around for a gain of about 14. And that will put Delta over 300 yards rushing. That's the one silver lining here in this one.
So at the 48-yard line is where they say he stepped out. So on the left hash, first down and 10 for the Delta Rabbits. Inverted bone. At quarterback is Jake Day. Jake drops back to pass, throws it out across the middle. Caught for a first down at the 40-yard line of North Sanpete. Hauled in by Trevor Burton.
Again, Trevor Burton, the sophomore, runs a nice route over the middle, makes a nice catch, and picks up a first down.
So the Rabbits moving the football here in the fourth quarter with a minute 26 left in the football game. At the 40-yard line, trying to get downfield and end on a good note here.
Delta's going to be up around 400 yards of total offense when this is over.
Back to throw. Day's going to throw one deep, has a receiver, but he had to hop over a defender who had fallen down on the play, and no flag on the play, I guess because the ball was so far thrown downfield. Yeah. Incomplete.
And Day showing that he's got an arm. He threw that 45, 50 yards in the air. He was looking for Dakota Dutson.
So ready to go. With a minute 3 left, the Delta offense. Inverted bone again in motion from left to right. There's the quarterback pitching out to the right side, trying to get to the corner, to the 40, to the 35, to the 30-yard line, to the 25, 20, and tackled is... What a run that time by the Rabbits' Dallin Draper, the sophomore, as he gets to about the North Sanpete 15-yard line.
Yeah, 25 yards on the run for Dallin Draper. With 49 seconds to go, I believe he got out of bounds. So Delta trying to get one more score on the board here. We're at 100 even on the night. Why not add a few more?
Here we go with the Rabbits. First and 10. There's the snap. And handoff up the middle and nothing doing there. A good stop by the Hawk defense. So 26 seconds left in the game. 70-30 North Sanpete with the lead. We'll have our Sunrise Engineering postgame show coming up. Sunrise Engineering, sharing the Friday night lights with you. Possibly the last play of the game here.
I think so.
Jake Day is going to double fake the handoff, drop back to pass. He's going to throw one off, going to be caught. It's going to be down to the 5-yard line and trying to power his way to the end zone. Touchdown! The Rabbits score with 2 seconds left. Who made the catch, Ken?
Just trying to get a look there. Was it Burton?
86 maybe? 88? It is 88, you're right. Trevor Burton.
Yep.
Good call. So Burton with a touchdown. And the Rabbits end on a good note. Ken, you like to see that.
I like the play fake, too, as Jake Day came out of the roll to his left. Everybody was going right. He rolls left and finds Trevor Burton. That's a nice play. Something they can put back in the memory bank.
There's the play action. Day's going to throw it to the end zone. Going to be caught. Oh, broken up by North Sanpete with 2 seconds left. We'll send it back to the studios for a break as the Rabbits score again. We'll be right back.
The all-new truck of the year, the Chevrolet Colorado, has arrived at Drew Bay Chevrolet. Check out the all-new innovations in a mid-size truck, 305 horsepower and up to 26 miles per gallon highway. The best-in-class payload, towing, and the quietest ride on the road from any mid-size pickup. For the safest ride in a mid-size truck, look no further. High-strength steel frame, rolled form steel pickup box, 6 airbags, and new active security technology all combined to make your Chevrolet Colorado the right stuff. The Chevrolet Colorado at Drew Bay Chevrolet.
The mayor, city council, and residents in the cities of Mount Pleasant, Fairview, and Moroni wish the North Sanpete Hawks the best of luck this season. The entire community is proud to support North Sanpete High School in preparing the future leaders of Sanpete County. They're committed to ensuring that area youth are provided the best opportunities to learn the important lessons of life through academics and athletic competition. Good luck to the players, coaches, faculty, staff, and student body from the cities of Fairview, Moroni, and Mount Pleasant. Welcome back here on Classy FM and CentraCom Channel 10 as the
elect to let the last 2 seconds run off the clock without kicking off, and that'll be the ball game. Final score, the North Sanpete Hawks defeat the Delta Rabbits by a score of 70-36 here in Delta, Utah. Not the score we expected, not the game we expected, Ken. We expected one of those old-fashioned, like we're used to seeing, low-scoring defensive battles between these two schools.
That's exactly what I thought it was going to be. I thought both teams would want to try and control the ball. I knew Zach Lee could throw it, but I didn't think they'd put it up in the air as much as they did, and I didn't think they'd have quite as much success, but they did. I was way impressed with Zach Lee, his ability to find open receivers and put it on the numbers in stride. And I'll be honest with you, as far as Delta is concerned, that's a tough loss to give up that many points. But you go away from this saying, okay, we ran the ball for 337 yards against a quality team. They ended up, I believe, with right around 88 yards passing. You look for positives if you're Coach Russ Fowles. You talk about him. You say, we'll build on that and see what happens next week against Juab. But still, my goodness, 106 points here tonight. I'd have never thought that.
All right, what a big game for both teams as the North Sanpete Hawks and Delta Rabbits go at it here for homecoming, and going to be a festive night. We sure appreciate Sunrise Engineering for sponsoring our post-game show. They serve clients in Utah, Idaho, Wyoming, and Arizona for over 30 years. It might take forever to get through the scoring summary, so we may skip that for tonight. Maybe go through a few offensive stats, Ken.
Well, let's look at them real quick because these are big numbers. First downs, you'd say this game's pretty even. North Sanpete had 19 first downs. Delta has 18. Okay, that's pretty much a push there. Rush yards, how about this? North Sanpete, 28 rushing attempts for 334 yards. Delta, 52 rushing attempts. I remember Coach Dean Fowles telling me one time he thought if he could run somewhere in the neighborhood of 65 offensive plays, he felt really good about his offensive effort. 52 rushing attempts, 336 yards. So again, pretty much a push there. Passing yards, though, these are big time numbers. BYU reminiscent a little bit here when you look at the passing yards for North Sanpete. 15 of 26 throwing the ball. 2 picks tonight, but it didn't seem to hurt Sanpete. 340 yards through the air. Delta finishes with 86 yards through the air. So 6 touchdowns on the evening throwing the ball. Doesn't get much better than that, does it?
That's impressive. That is impressive.
And looking on down through a couple other things here, we talked about time of possession. Delta wins the game, time of possession, 26 minutes, 38 seconds to 21 and 22. But again, that quick strike offense that Sanpete came with tonight didn't matter. Time of possession was nothing here tonight as you look at what you just talked about right there. 6 touchdown passes. They had another one. They had a couple more rushing. If Sanpete can continue that kind of an effort throughout the season, I see them competing for that top spot in the region. Now, again, I haven't seen the Juabs and the Mantis and the Canyon Views. We'll see them. But right now, Manti's going to give them all, North Sanpete's going to give them all they want. If they can come out and continue to put up these kind of numbers. How about Applegarth once again? 3 touchdowns, has 6 rushing attempts for 97 yards. Sorensen, 94 yards. Lee also in there. Oh, it's receiving, I'm sorry. Big numbers. Applegarth, you're right. 214 yards. Oh, sorry, young man. Man, did I mess that up. 214 yards. Wow. And then he's got 97 as well. 300 yards for one young man in a ball game. My goodness, sign him up.
That's amazing.
Amazing numbers.
Zach Lee, 8 rushes for 114 yards himself and a touchdown. And then Trey Sorensen, 4 catches, 94 yards, 2 touchdowns. Taylor Lee, 3 catches for 108 yards and a touchdown. I mean, these are college football type numbers that you see.
They are. And then I look just to the right and I go, okay, Dallin Draper ran the ball 29 times tonight. Wow, how physical must that kid be to be able to take that kind of pounding and then walk out of here with 200 yards himself? Riding had 9 carries for 117 yards, had a couple of touchdowns. Those aren't shabby numbers, but a lot of people are going to look at this score tomorrow morning and go, Really? 70-36? What in the world happened? Well, I'm not really sure what happened here tonight. A professional basketball game broke out and scored a bunch of points. But I'm very impressed. I'm very impressed with North Sanpete. I wish them the best of luck. It's going to be fun to watch them as they go along. If they can sustain that kind of an effort, they're my dark horse. They really are.
Okay. Well, Ken, we appreciate you being here on the postgame show. It's our Sunrise Engineering postgame show promoting athletic and academic excellence. Visit them at sunrise-eng.com. We'll take another break here on our postgame show. We'll be back right after this on CentraCom Channel 10 and Classy FM. We'll be right back.
The type of medical care you receive shouldn't depend on where you live. People in rural towns should receive high-quality medicine just like those in big cities. Delta Community Medical Center and Fillmore Community Medical Center both provide the same quality care and advanced technology you'd receive if you drove to the city. What they do well. Intermountain's Fillmore Community Medical Center and Delta Community Medical Center. Healing for life.
Vince Lombardi once said, "The measure of who we are is what we do with what we have." The quote rings true whether applied to our country, our schools, our homes, or on the field of play. We applaud our student athletes for their hard work and determination on the field and in the classroom. Brought to you by Sunrise Engineering, promoting excellence in sports and education. Visit us at sunrise-eng.com. That's sunrise-eng.com.
MKJ Construction has been serving Central Utah and the surrounding area for over 30 years. Whether you have a project as large as a new road or water line or as intricate as a decorative landscape feature, we have the experience and equipment to complete any size project. We also deliver sand, gravel, road base, topsoil, and landscaping boulders. Call MKJ Construction at 427-9299, 427-9299, and see what we can do for you.
Stop in at Service Drug in Delta or Fillmore and take advantage of the summer specials going on with KitchenAid appliances. From now through September 30th, purchase a KitchenAid stand mixer and receive a free ice cream maker attachment, a $79 value. Or purchase a KitchenAid juicer and receive a $50 prepaid Visa card. Stop by today and start saving at Service Drug, where we're dedicated to your good health and good value. Service Drug, 215 West Main Street, Delta, 40 North Main Street, Fillmore. Experience service first at Service Drug in Delta and Fillmore.
Welcome back to our postgame show, brought to you by Sunrise Engineering. Go to sunrise-eng.com. The North Sanpete Hawks defeat the Delta Rabbits 70-36. Your final score here in Delta, Utah for the Rabbit homecoming. Sunrise Engineering, we live and work close to you. See their office locations at sunrise-eng.com. We'll bring Doug Johnson in real quick for some defensive stats, and then we'll choose our player of the games and wrap things up as we excuse Ken Nielsen for a great broadcast. Ken, thanks for joining us. All right, Doug, go ahead and shoot off those defensive stats.
Well, thanks, Mike. Let's take a look at North Sanpete individually on defense. Trey Sorensen with a big game. He had 10 solo tackles and 2 assists, so he was in on 12 tackles. He had 3.5 tackles for loss, half a sack. He had a fumble forced, a fumble recovery, and an interception that he returned for 29 yards. Also for North Sanpete, Taylor Lee was in on 13 tackles, 8 solo, 5 assists. And Trent Seeley, 9 tackles. He had 7 solo, 2 assists. He had a sack for 3 yards. He had 3 tackles for loss, and he had a fumble forced. Tristan Fell was in on 6 tackles, 4 solo, 2 assists. He had a half a sack, 1.5 tackles for loss, and he had a fumble recovery. Looking at Delta, Rhett Shamo with 6 solo tackles, 1 assist. He was in on 7 tackles. He had 1 tackle for loss. And Gordon Seau was in on 4 tackles, 1 for loss for 3 yards. That's a look at the defense, Mike.
All right. That's the defensive stats for you as the Delta Rabbits lose this one by a score of 70-36 here in Delta, Utah. Taking a look at our player of the game, it's brought to you by Cavalier Pizza for the offense of North Sanpete. The place for freshly made pasta, pizza, and a salad bar. They give a nice 8-inch personal pan pizza and a drink to the Hawk player of the game. And I believe as you take a look at this, you've got 2 to choose from. You've got Zach Lee, 14 of 25 for 327 yards, 6 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, but he also on the ground had 8 rushes for 114 yards and a touchdown. On the flip side, you have Spencer Applegarth, 16 rushes for 214 yards, 2 touchdowns. He also caught 6 passes for 97 yards and 3 touchdowns. So Applegarth has a total of 5 touchdowns accounted for. Zach Lee has a total of 7 touchdowns accounted for. Who do you give it to in this game?
Well, that's a real toss-up, Mike. I'm not sure who you're going to give it to. I am just keeping the numbers, and you're the one that interprets them. So I'm going to leave that in your hands.
Well, we'll give it to why don't we give it to both of them? I mean, that's just an amazing performance by both players. So we'll give it a co-offensive player of the game between, of course, quarterback Zach Lee and running back and wide receiver. I guess you'd put in there as well for Spencer Applegarth as their offensive player of the games from Cavalier Pizza. Let's move to our Sanpete Valley Conoco defensive player of the game, which is a little easier to determine in this game. Of course, they give a daily special from Sanpete Valley Conoco to the Hawk defensive player of the game, and there's one player that stands head over heels above the others, maybe just a little bit more than Taylor Lee, but Trey Sorensen had a heck of a defensive night.
Yeah, he did, Mike. He had a stat in just about every category you keep on defense. He had 10 solo tackles, 2 assists. He had a half a sack that went for 2 yards. He had 3.5 tackles for loss for 7 yards. He forced a fumble. He recovered a fumble. He had an interception that he returned for 29 yards. So really big night for Trey Sorensen.
So Trey Sorensen is our defensive player of the game for the North Sanpete Hawks, as he does a great job. And, just a fantastic game he played in this one. Gets our defensive player of the game by Sanpete Valley Conoco. Well, that's going to about wrap up our broadcast here. We've got, of course, next for North Sanpete, they will play on the road. Let's see. First, they're going to be playing at home against Manti for their homecoming next week on Friday. That'll be on KMTI AM 650, pregame of 6:30 on that one. For the Delta Rabbits, their next game is coming up at Juab High School. That'll be here on Classy FM and CentraCom Channel 10, and we'll have a pregame of 6:30 for that one as well. So that'll be the next games for both of these schools. Well, any final words or any final thoughts, Doug, on this game that you'd like to mention?
No, big game. I think that it was a real momentum killer for Delta right at the end of the first half when they were stopped. With 14 seconds left on a third down, they ran up the middle, were stopped. They would have been within a touchdown if they had been able to score then, but the time did run out. They didn't get a fourth down and went into the locker room down 14, and I think they were getting some momentum and came out the second half and I think just didn't have the energy that they would have if they'd been able to close to within 7 at halftime.
So, great game here. We sure appreciate your stats on this game, Doug.
Oh, you're welcome, Mike. Fun to do it with you and Ken.
And we appreciate Ken Nielsen for all his work and help on our broadcasts on CentraCom Channel 10 and here on Classy FM for the Delta Rabbits. That's going to wrap things up as this game is finished and put into the books finally on a late broadcast. For Ken Nielsen, for Doug Johnson, I'm Mike Trena. Again, your final score. The North Sanpete Hawks defeat the Delta Rabbits here in Delta, Utah by a final of 70-36. Have a great night, everyone.
You've been listening to exciting high school football action on South Central Utah's sports leaders, Mid-Utah Radio and CentraCom Channel 10. This sports broadcast has been brought to you by sports-minded sponsors throughout South Central Utah. Join us next time for more exciting high school football action on CentraCom Channel 10 and Mid-Utah Radio.
Visit your Sanpete Valley Conoco in Moroni, where you'll find courteous service at the convenience store and the world-famous Sanpete barbecue turkey sandwiches. Sanpete Valley Conoco is the place for refreshing frazzles, irresistible treats, delicious pizza, and the only place to get the new Yo Cream. Yogurt, only creamier with lots of toppings, and the new Boba Bursts, a new experience in eating ice cream. They also serve all of Central Utah with bulk fuel, oil, and lube delivery, whether in the drum or bucket. Visit Sanpete Valley Conoco at the junction of highways in Moroni.
Hi, I'm Mark Huntsman, Senior Vice President of Sunrise Engineering. I would like to thank all of our loyal clients and employees who have contributed to the success of our company. Sunrise Engineering has been recently recognized nationally in the top 500 engineering firms and as a recipient of the National Client Satisfaction Award 5 years in a row. We are presently